Welcome everyone to the Kenneth. It's Cops, right?
Yeah, Cop.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. After party, because you didn't put your last name in your thing there. So.
Cops, right? Yeah.
Oh, now we got echo.
After party, because you didn't put your last name in your thing there. Cops, right? Yeah. Oh, now we got echo. After party, because you didn't put your last name in your.
Yeah, it's Mikey. You, good job, buddy. Oh, it was your headphones, wasn't it?
Did you have your headphones resting over?
Yeah. Well, now he can hear. So you had your headphones resting there, I think, and we heard everything. Anyway,
my phone. We went live, and my phone started playing the video. I was in the waiting room, so I'm like, I'm gonna get some pizza. I'm hungry. Sorry.
That's all right, man. What do they say? Shit happens, right? Or pizza happens, anyways. Anyway, so so this is what we do. We get together with a bunch of other folks so that Kenneth here can meet some of the other folks in the community. Hopefully, you'll feel a little bit more welcome and feel a little bit more encouraged to maybe, like, if you see me going live one time in an after party and you're like, you know what, I'm going to hang out with these guys. You're always welcome to send me a message and jump in with us anytime you like. That was aimed at you, Kenneth, by the way.
Yeah.
I still, Jonathan, did you already talk to him about the woodworking stuff? Or
no, Mikey had a very important video to show us.
Oh, yeah.
The video that will be with me on my visit to the care home tomorrow.
That was. It
was beautiful. It was a beautiful video.
Unique. It was unique.
I believe it maybe had me making a face like.
It's the cat drinking milk. If y'all are internet kids, y'all already know what it is.
Yeah,
I'm probably late to it.
Probably. Why? What's the date on the video? Like 2007 or something?
Probably.
Or 1997.
Well, I don't think they got those at that point. But here's my TV left on, for crying out loud. There we go.
You know how long it would take to play a video in '97 on the internet? Weeks.
Oh, yeah.
No, months.
I mean, back when I was living, I think, in Ladner or something at the time, this little town just south of here, and the internet was this new thing, and everyone was using like Netscape. I think was the big.
Oh yeah.
And you'd go to like a dirty picture site. And you wanted to like download a picture of some celebrity that there's a naked picture of so and so. Then you download it, and you can see it going line by line. It took forever to download the picture, and if it was like one of them bigger high def type ones, you would be overnight. You would have to wait, and at that point, you're like, I'm just not in the mood.
I'm over it now. I've come to my senses.
Yeah, now it's all instantaneous. Like ever since I got my vaccination, about 5G on my phone has been fantastic.
Wonderful.
Great.
Mine hasn't kicked in, so I don't know what I'm missing.
I've been
gotta get the
update for the 5G to come to my area before my 5G implant works.
Well, weren't there people knocking down the towers over there because they thought it was like giving you brain cancer or something?
Mm-hmm. They set them on fire.
Yeah.
They were trying that in the UK, but then a load of people turned around to the people that were doing it and then beat them up. Because there was a group of people that were trying to do it, and then a group of residents nearby saw what they were doing and went and broke up what they were doing and beat them up.
Amazing. I approve.
That's just not how you handle this situation.
This give me cancer. I burn it. That won't spread it.
So yeah, Britain was one of the first places to do double-blind studies that showed that mobile phone signals and other types of communication device signal didn't actually cause cancer, didn't actually cause any problems, because they did a double-blind study where they had people that were told that it was on at certain times and it was off, and it was on and it was on, and it was off and it was on and it was off and it was off. And people, it was statistically significant that it was all psychosomatic. that was what the results said. It was all psychosomatic. People were believing they were getting headaches. People were believing they were getting sick, etc. And there is science to back that up.
Well, yeah, but it blows me away that people are just that dumb today. It just still blows me away. All the
Speaking
information
of
is
dumb,
there.
Neil, your background there, are you trying to bait some more flat earthers into engaging with us, or?
It's possible. That's the astronaut having I think it's a Heineken he's holding. They don't actually show the label, but
Or Carlsberg.
yeah, or some green bottle beer. But yeah, he's up on the moon having a brewski. Grolsch. Oh, don't say Grolsch. Stuff's terrible.
But it's
Actually, I don't like.
It's the advertising in the UK for Grolsch would have this over-the-top Dutchman that would always talk, "Stop! What are you doing? It is a Grolsch. We all need to drink Grolsch." It would just be the most absurd advert.
I think I can see the name on the box that he's got there, and it looks like it's Carlsberg on the bottom there.
Yeah,
Carlsberg, that's cheese.
No, there's Carlsberg beer too. Jeez.
No, Jarlsberg. You said Jarlsberg, right?
Jarlsberg's pretty good.
Carlsberg.
Oh,
What the hell?
Here we go.
Carlsberg. How does one drink cheese? I mean, I guess you could drink that liquid cheese or whatever. But
Yeah, you can melt it and drink it.
ew.
Now, as a medical professional, would you recommend that?
As a medical professional, no. But as someone who is originally from Wisconsin and has family in Wisconsin, yes.
See, once you say you're from Wisconsin, the question becomes, what kind of cheese do you recommend for drinking?
For drinking, I don't know. Anything that comes from Wisconsin, it cannot come from anywhere else in the world.
Now, not all cheeses melt.
Yeah. So
melt
whichever
very well.
ones that melt, I don't know.
Shame.
all I can say is that it must be Wisconsin cheese. Sounds about as, how can I say this? Must come from a certain area as my friend when it comes to maple syrup. Can't have Canadian maple syrup. Can't have Maine maple syrup. Can't have Vermont maple syrup. I'm from New Hampshire. It must be New Hampshire maple syrup or it's not real maple syrup. Like, what the?
That's
I
stupid.
like Vermont maple syrup.
If you walk up to a tree and tap it and get the syrup out, that's real maple syrup. I don't care what part of the world you're doing it.
No true Scotsman.
That's right.
Oh!
I'm smart now. Like, I felt so stupid all day, so.
Now, I mean, there are like some
Why?
places that require certain foods to be from certain regions, but we're not France over here.
Yeah, we're not doing the champagne thing.
We're not doing
No.
The European
champagne.
Union has geographic protections. If you buy Newcastle brown ale, it must come from Newcastle, England.
Interesting.
GOP.
Dave's answer here. Cheeseburger.
That sounds
delicious.
delicious. That sounds so good.
Ben, clearly we are soulmates somehow. I don't know how this happened.
We're like the same person.
I'm
How
about to
is
say you're
this?
just twins.
Yes. How have I not
Also-
had you on my show already?
I know, right? Well, I didn't know you.
That's no
I
excuse,
don't really know
Ben.
you either, so, you know. We
Yeah.
don't know you. Who are you? Who is this rando?
Who am I? I don't even know. But I have this.
Who is-
I gotta show off my mug a little bit.
Oh yeah, make it bigger, Mikey.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's been getting me through today because I've been studying all day. And then, like, you get to a point where, because medicine makes you feel stupid all the time. You never feel smart in medicine, ever.
I believe
And then, so I'm like already feeling like garbage. And then two people show up in my YouTube comments and are like, your science isn't real science. I'm like, I hate this.
This is what you
Who
signed up
says
for.
that?
I'm going
two gender criticals, and I know one of them is a theist. I don't know about the other one, but one of them is for sure a theist with a small YouTube channel talking about philosophy and crap that people talk about.
link me. I will drag them.
Ben, for the benefit
Yeah.
of those people who don't know, explain in 2 sentences what a gender critical is.
Oh, they believe that biological sex is about your gametes only, nothing else, which is totally fallacious because you have plenty of people who don't have gametes and they are still whatever sex they're going to be classified as. So it's, and these people keep telling me, they're like, well, it's all based on these categories and you have to fit into a category. And I keep trying to explain to them, I'm like, categories are only useful for like our small brains that don't know how to deal with nuance and with gray area. So we use a category to help us understand a little bit better, but nothing exists in nice, neat categories. It just doesn't happen.
RuPaul's Drag Race does.
Well, yeah, but that's category is,
Category.
yeah.
Category is...
Oh, please.
Category is descriptive, not prescriptive.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
And so they're accusing me of shifting the goalpost because I said that our definition of biological sex has been updated with new information. And they're like, you can't just change the categories to like meet your ideology. I'm like, no, we changed our definition to meet reality. We were wrong.
True that.
Josh?
So, but yeah, I'll link the video in our little chat, and then whoever wants to go argue can.
Whoever wants to go bleach their eyes after viewing.
Except I can't even see their comment, like in the. But somebody else somehow got to their chat, so I don't know where their comments went.
What's that? What is that there, Jonathan?
Grand Marnier.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
Cognac infused with orange bitters.
That stuff's good.
Love this shit.
That stuff is so good.
This is what I use for making crepe Suzette.
Ooh.
Fire.
Very good.
That and some Patron Silver. Shaken with a little bit of Rose's lime juice and some ice, strained out. Boom. Millionaire martini. Delicious.
I'm not allowed to have tequila.
Mikey, what did you do?
You're not allowed to have tequila? Why is that, Mikey?
Not after the incident.
The incident.
And I'm sure those are both capitalized too. The incident.
The incident.
I get you.
The incident.
When somebody calls something the incident, you stop asking questions right the fuck right there.
No, that's when you want to know more.
I do want to know more.
Susan, why aren't you in here? Oh, Suzette. Yeah. Why aren't you in here?
I thought that was Lazy Susan.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
I didn't
Fight
say that.
words. Mikey, is that Silver Surfer behind you, above your head?
Ease made this.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
It's really great.
Still not Cookie Monster, though.
There's something I wanted to ask Kenneth that came up because my brain is a processing brain. How did if you're happy to answer this, how did they tell you that they had excommunicated you? Because you said that they told the church, but you weren't at the church when it was made public.
Yeah, I knew that they were going to announce it. I knew the day and the Sunday that they were going to do it, and it's just a given. I wasn't there, but I'll take that back. They did give me a letter of excommunication. That's their custom. So yeah, I'm not sure who delivered it. One of the ministers. That kind of escapes my memory now, but I actually still have that somewhere, stashed somewhere.
Wow. So basically, it's a letter saying you're not allowed to play in our clubhouse anymore.
Yeah, and
that's cool, dude.
in Amish language. I mean, well, no, I wasn't German. It was in English, but yeah, in the religious language that they use.
I'm so curious how they word that.
Well, if you give me a few moments, I'll run over to the desk here and see if I can find it. Now I can read it to you.
Sure.
All right.
I'm super curious. We regret to inform you that your eternity has been severely forsaken.
We regret to inform you that your eternity is now no longer infinite. It is now finite and mortal.
The warranty on your eternity is no longer valid.
And it comes with like a little baggie of blow and like a stripper's number. Here's your hell. Enjoy it. Too soon.
It reminds me, because I've been doing timestamping for the ACA, and some of the earlier AXP episodes that I've been doing timestamping for have actually had Christians phoning up and going, "Can you help me? There are people that are trying to get me to go to strip clubs." Phoning up the ACA and going, "What the?"
Hilarious.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
I ever?
Okay,
I need to.
I'm
take care of
putting the link to the video in the private chat where the people are arguing. You in order to see the comment, you have to be able to see all the comments, and so don't have top comments selected, like filter it by like, so you can see all the comments.
that. Okay.
So this is the
Mother.
a copy of the. It's a hand typed or typed on a manual typewriter, because I don't think they have electric typewriters.
Probably not.
So I will proceed to read some of it if you're interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to hear what these guys like.
Okay.
Hitman.
It's literally your religion pink slip. So
Yeah, essentially. Okay.
In the UK, it's your P45 from religion.
yeah.
I'm not familiar with that term, P45, but
P45 is the letter that you're given by the tax authorities and your employer saying how much money that you have earned.
Oh,
shit, it's serious.
a
And you are no
W-2.
longer welcome there. Go away.
okay. All right. Well, here goes, guys. It is with sadness and sorrow of heart that we put into effect recognition of the ban of Kenneth Copp by Rich Hill, Missouri. That's the community we were at in Missouri. They had the ban on me and my wife and my son and his wife for using cell phones. And when we moved to Maine, here, Unity, Maine, from Rich Hill, the agreement was that if we stuck by all the rules here in the church here, that they would not shun us, which was a big relief, because you could eat with people, you go visit, you could be like normal. But now that I had come to this point, they were going to enact that banning that had been put on me by the Missouri church because of my falling away from the faith. So that's what that means. According to the proposal made to the church 4 weeks ago and supported by the council of the church, this applies to Kenneth only, not to Katie. Katie is my wife. The basis for this action is as follows. Number one, the sin of unbelief and not accepting the scriptures as authority nor proper recognition of God. And then they quote 3 different scripture verses. Hebrews 11:6, quote, "But without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him." John 3, verse 18, "He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God." And finally, Titus 3:10-11, quote, "A man that is an heretic after the first and second admonition reject, knowing that he that is such is subverted and sinneth, being condemned of himself," unquote. Number 2,
Wow.
unrepentance concerning what we consider as pornographic material found in his possession. Galatians, and then that's Galatians chapter 5, verse 19 and verse 21. Now, quote, "Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness," they have that underlined, "lasciviousness," they have that underlined, ... "They which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God." See also Ephesians 5, 3, and 5. So in other words, they quoted 2 different verses and they connected it with the dots. Number 3, lack in providing faithful spiritual leadership in the home. And this was in regards to the fact that I didn't teach my son or require that my son that masturbation was wrong. And then they quote 1 Timothy 5:8, "But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he hath denied the faith and is worse than an infidel." Number 4, lack of supporting the church, as has been specified to them before they moved as a condition required in order for us not to practice the mitem. Meidung, they relapsed into German there. Meidung is the shunning in German. And they quote Proverbs 18:1. Oh, they have it in German. Wer sich absondert, der sucht, was ihn gelichtet, und setzt sich wieder alles, was gut ist. And translated, that would mean those who separate themselves, become individualists, they seek what they lust, and they set themselves against all what is good. That's what the translation would be. While this does not initiate a separation and avoidance according to Scripture, the goal of redemption continues. Let us pray that God may grant mercy unto repentance. And then they have some direction for the family and church on shunning. Avoid business dealings and eating with Kenneth. They would not host singings. That's a function that the church has for the young people, where you have the young people come to your house and they have a meal. It's like a social, and then they have sit down at tables, boys on one side, girls on the other, and they'll call out different songs to sing from the hymnal. And they sing for about an hour or two, and then they go home. They're not to take turn in being responsible for a Sunday service meal. The Amish have the custom of having a meal after the service, or invite church families for meals when he is at home, which was really onerous and burdensome for my family, because they were not to blame for my, quote, apostasy. I was the one that had fallen away, but they had to suffer for me by no longer being allowed to have families come to the home for a meal.
That sucks.
Yeah, that was, I felt, very, very harsh and cruel. Where was I? Kenneth is asked not to lead out in devotions at home and would not take his turn at church occasions. Of course, I had no interest in that anyhow. See, in the Amish and Mennonite homes, you had what they call the family worship hour, or family altar, where every morning you would gather the family, usually after breakfast, sometimes before, and you would gather around in the living room. Everybody would sit down and you read a chapter from the Bible. Maybe each member that could read would take turns reading the verse, and then the father would explain the chapter as best as he could, and then you'd either have a song or just pray, and everybody would kneel, turn around in their seats and kneel for prayer on their knees, and that would be the devotional period. It was considered extremely important. You probably heard this little coupling: the family that prays together stays together.
Yeah.
So that was a very you never skipped that part of the day. That was always.
I have a question now, though.
Sure.
That didn't quite work out for you. Like the family that prays together stays together?
Oh, yeah.
You probably did. And
as long as I would have been faithful to the faith, yes. But once I left the faith, then my family was in danger of being poisoned by my false teaching or false ideas.
Right.
Yeah.
False
okay.
Them anyways.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying, though, Neil. Katie and his wife, is not required to practice avoidance as in the home, but would be expected to do so in any church and social gatherings they would attend. Now, I should explain here that the typical Amish pattern is that the avoidance or shunning is also in the marriage. That's the normal pattern they've held for like 400 years, where they're not to sleep together, not to have sex, and not to eat together. But my dear wife, as much as I can give her commendation, that was too much for her, and she felt like that was too strong, and she wanted to join the church. She felt like it was her God-given responsibility to be a part of a church, but she said she won't join if they require her to do that. And I'm sure that created quite a bit of consternation amongst the conservative members, but apparently cooler heads prevailed, and they allowed her that concession. So she didn't have to shun me in bed or at the table. However, let me finish this. She had to shun me in any social occasion. So like when my daughter got married, they didn't set a table for me at the wedding table with the rest of the family. You know how they'd have the main group sitting at tables, and then a wedding table in front where the bride and groom sit, and the parents of the groom on one side, the parents of the bride on the other side. They had named place for every person except for me.
Wow.
So I was not allowed to sit there. And that
even
at
on
my
that day.
at my daughter's wedding. Yeah. And my wife came to me before the wedding. She said, "What are you going to do? We can't eat together." And I thought about it for a couple of days, and I said, "Well, I know. I'll just not eat. I just give me water, and I'm good to go." Even though I'd sat through a 3-hour-long sermon service, it's very services in Amish church are very long. But I figured I can do this for my daughter's sake. But when the time came, apparently that didn't fly, and there was no place for me. So I had to sit off to the side. That was really hard. I tried to make eye contact with my wife, but she didn't want to look at me. It was just, it was devastating. And also my daughter, who had talked about her wedding, she had been a member. She had joined here in Maine, and she was not permitted, even though she was my daughter at home, she was not permitted to eat at the table. So since it was they that were trying to shun me, I told my wife, well, there's no reason for me to sit separate from the table because I'm not shunning you, you're shunning me. And I don't want to shun my children that aren't members in the church. They don't have any reason to shun me. So I went ahead and sat at the table. Well, then my daughter felt like she had to sit away from the table, and she felt like she was being shunned. And the first couple of times, she was just in tears. She was just crying. And at one point, my wife took me out and talked to me privately. She said, "Won't you please just go along with the program here? What else can we do?" And for a few times then, I did decide to sit separate from the table just to relieve my poor daughter from the trauma. But at one point, she finally decided that she could, I don't know if she talked with somebody or they decided, or she just decided herself. She'd take her plate, get her food, and then she'd still sat at the table, but she put her plate in her lap to eat. And apparently that was good enough. So, okay, he said, we encourage the church to reach out to the family in love with encouragement, visiting, temporal help, etc. Communicate with Kenneth, not debate with him, nor treat him as an enemy, but admonish him as a brother. May all be done with true heartfelt love and concern for souls and to the glory of God. And then they have a list of scripture verses for their reasons, that supports their twisted view. So, and I would say that they did try to discourage me from shopping at their community store, and this is a public store where anybody in non-Amish community can come. And by that time, I had started associating and learning about the American Humanist Association and their work with civil rights. And I realized as I studied history that this was a violation of my civil rights for them to deny me, or not, they weren't denying me access to the store. It had an Amish twist to it, the pacifistic twist, where they would say, well, we really don't want you to shop here, but if you're going to shop here, you don't need to pay for anything. You can just take it.
What?
Yeah. It's their way of suffering for the sake of the gospel. Just go in and take it. We won't take your money because we don't want to do business with you. If you need something, just take it. Well, there was another guy that had been excommunicated from the Amish, and he told me how that didn't work so well for him because he lived in the northern community at the time, about 150 miles from here, and he had been excommunicated for a variety of reasons. And he went to the store, which was run by the bishop, and again, it was just a public community store. And when he went to pay for something, the bishop said, "No, I don't want any of your money. You just take it." So he took it, and then he just started making the habit of going in when he needed a hard piece of hardware or something. He'd just go in and get it, walk out with it, and then the rumor started going around the community that he was stealing from the bishop.
Of course.
So
I'll take the keys to the shop, please.
So he just stopped going because it was so offensive to him. And I said, "There's no way. That's below my integrity. I'm not going to do this." And so it was sort of a twisted form of discrimination. And so I contacted the American Humanist Association and presented to them my problem. And one of their on-staff attorneys wrote a legal letter to them, to all the different businesses. And then I called the ministry for a meeting, and they came over, good for them. And we discussed the situation. I said, if it was your own private store where only church members were allowed to attend, you can do whatever you please. But since you're a public store selling to anybody from the community, non-Amish or Amish alike, you've got to treat me like everybody else. You can't try to not take my money. I want to pay for everything. I'm not going to steal from you. This is not proper. And she laid out in her letter that it was both against the state law of Maine as well as the federal law against discrimination for someone regarding their religion or all the other things, sex. Right. And to their credit, they succumbed to that. They submitted to that. They did add, they said that they didn't like this. This has been a tradition for like 400 years amongst the Amish, and they've gotten away with it. But I was not having any of it. But they said that, even though we may let you go ahead and buy or purchase things from us, that we really don't think we should be doing this. So I said, yeah, sure, of course. You may think that you should, if you were some militaristic religion, you might think that I should be executed, but you can't do that in this country. That's right. This is an egalitarian country, and you just can't do that. And I give them credit. They have allowed me. For the first while, it was kind of really tense. And I told the shopkeeper, just accept me like any Tom, Dick, and Harry coming to your store. That's who I am. And you just gotta do this. And for a short period of time, he was saying, well, we're praying for you, Kenneth. We're praying for you, Kenneth. Every time I go there, we're praying for you. Finally, I said, Lewis, stop telling me you're praying for me. Just pray to yourself in private. And then if I do change, if I come back to Jesus, come back to the church, you'll really know that God heard your prayer. And, it worked. He stopped telling me that. Because I personally think that Christians say that to one another. I'm praying for you.
It's like a dig almost.
Yeah, it's a dig, and it's a psychological tool to get you to start feeling guilty and maybe feeling bad and maybe guilt trip you back into the church.
There's a little bit of superiority in there too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's why I always we're praying for you. Okay, I'll go home and talk to my cat for you. Expect the same results.
Yeah.
I'll tell Zero all about it.
Well, I encourage them to pray for me. I said, pray for me. In fact, before they excommunicated me, they did a whole fast by the church for a couple days. They fasted. The whole church was fasting for me. Because this is a big thing. Like I said, I was known by people far and wide, and I just blew the socks off of people. That Kenneth Copp. I was the first. I was like Dan Barker said. I was the type of Christian back when I was a Pentecostal that you would not want to sit beside me in a bus. No, because I would find some way or another to win the conversation around to witnessing to you to get your life right with Jesus and be born again.
Oh, good Lord.
In fact, in public school and high school, I dubbed myself the Jesus freak. That was in the 1970s.
Wow.
I was a Jesus freak, man.
So before the song, but during like the whole Jesus freak movement.
Exactly. Yeah. You had the Jesus festivals. You remember those?
Right. I didn't go. I wasn't born yet, but I read about those. I did a whole big thing on Christian music a while back.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
He's the
Bob
very
Dylan
tricky
released
guy.
a gospel album, I think.
No, Josh. That's
I was a fan of Bob Dylan for a short while because I thought, praise the Lord, he's born again. He's right with God. He's going to heaven. Yeah, I still remember some.
Acknowledge it.
I think I still remember some of the lyrics of one of his songs during that time. It was, "You got to serve somebody. It may be the devil or it may be the Lord, but you've got to serve somebody."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that song well. Actually, I quite like a lot of Dylan, especially his older stuff. Before he started singing like that, right? But
he always sang like that. Come on.
No.
You sure do got to serve somebody, don't you?
So that's like saying Columbo was always intelligible.
Sure.
Anyway, but Dylan went through a really weird phase there for sure.
So he's not he doesn't identify as a Christian anymore, does he?
Well, I don't think so. He doesn't really
He considers
acknowledge his
himself
gospel
agnostic.
album at all. Yeah.
He considers himself agnostic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Makes sense.
Oh, by the way, one other interesting trivia. I was big on chick tracks.
Oh,
no.
I think I still
that?
have some somewhere. I don't know.
I love how Jonathan's all like, hold on.
I love the harmonious no.
There's all these oh dears. When I waited
Listen,
tables, that was the worst thing to get.
Whoa.
Right. Man, I remember waiting tables and just being like, if this is a fucking chick tract, I'm gonna like blow my top. And then there were the ones that were like the fake $20 bills.
Yeah. There was a whole spate of them being given out in
If
strip
you say,
joints.
Oh,
if you
good
say
lord.
chick tracts, he will come.
What's up, X?
I was
is
talking
they
to the
give them
missus
out.
and I missed chick tracks. I was like, what are they talking about? I had to go back in the stream and listen to it. I was like, the hell could it be? What's
Yeah.
so bad?
Oh man,
mini
Jonathan
comic.
has them. He has them right there.
Oh my god, Jonathan, what
Jonathan,
is
you have
Quintessential chick tract.
Oh
Big
my
Daddy.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
Big
That was my
Daddy.
go-to. That was my go-to for Evolution right there.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Kent Hovind was actually a consultant on the creation of this one.
That's
Oh, I don't know
unsurprising.
that. Have you heard that little recording that's been going around of him abusing his wife?
He's been arrested
Unsurprising.
for that now.
He
They've arrested
recorded
him.
it. Yeah.
Didn't she end up in the emergency department?
Yep.
Yeah.
I heard, and
Oh my
I don't know
God.
how true this is, but I saw a report from from the Monroe something
The Monroe
that he got
Institute.
arrested, but I haven't
he was
seen
arrested
further
today.
reports of it.
There's paperwork. There's pictures of the paperwork on the internet you can find.
Yeah, like I saw it's
It's in his
like
charge sheet.
well,
Yeah.
okay, I hadn't seen that yet. I just saw the thing from a couple days, or from like yesterday
Yeah,
or
on
the day
my phone.
before that said he got arrested. I was like, oh,
He's also already out on bail. So
of course,
Yeah.
of course.
I mean, he is
solid
white
bail.
and a man, so
exactly, Dr. Dino, you know.
yeah.
Well, you know,
Hate
all
that he has
marriage
that.
is completely sacred to them. It's between an abusive man and a fearful woman, as
Exactly.
is tradition.
Whereas in
Well-
Britain, in Victorian times, you used to be able to beat your wife as long as the implement you were using was no wider than your thumb.
Rule of thumb.
Mhm.
Yeah.
rule of thumb. Yep.
Yep.
That's right.
Well, I will give Jack Chick one credit, and that is he was a fantastic artist.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
yeah.
And did you ever see any of his full size comic books?
Oh yeah.
I read the whole
Yeah.
series about
They were-
the Catholic Church and
Yep.
Alberta
Oh, yeah.
Rivera. Man, it just took
Yeah.
me away.
He had some bizarre ideas about the
Oh,
Catholic Church.
oh,
He was
yeah.
convinced they had
Very
invented
weird.
Islam.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he really? I had no
Yeah.
idea.
I don't remember it all, but it was really wild. Illuminati and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's
the idea-
Hilarious.
I say the idea behind it was that they had created Muhammad so that they could then instill their own kind of religion in the Middle East, so that they could then come in later and then convert them all to Catholicism.
What?
Because it was so many,
Sounds
because it was
legit.
so many hundreds of years after.
That's so many steps when they could have just done the Crusades. Like,
Oh, my
Hmm.
favorite
know,
is Jesus was abducted by monks, and he lived as a Buddhist, and
Oh,
that's where
yeah.
he was missing for all those years in between. Yeah, no, it's compelling. Now I don't give a shit either way. It's a story to me, but I think it's it's like I think of it as like fan fiction.
There's a town in Japan that claims they have Christ buried.
It's interesting. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, that's a very recent thing too that they came
Yeah,
out and said
I've heard
this.
How would he have made it all the way to Japan?
There's a
That's part of the
whole
story.
mythology
very, very
behind it.
carefully.
There's a whole interesting mythology behind it.
He lived
Well-
there.
That
just
and
sounds
had
like-
kids and stuff for.
Like,
Dude,
for the
his mother
timeline,
was a
that just
virgin,
sounds
and you're
off.
worried about how he got to Japan.
I mean,
He figured it
Well,
out.
Did
you
any,
gotta look at the realistic parts of this, okay?
did any of
Well, we
you?
already knew that part was fake.
Right.
That's right. I remember.
Yeah.
that
Oh, I might
video.
have to watch that.
Have any of you read the Apocrypha?
Nathaniel has my boy.
no,
my
actually,
boyfriend.
I have
has.
not.
Well, there's a story in the Apocrypha that my father-in-law used to like to tell his children about when they were hungry, and it's a story in the Apocrypha where there was a prophet in Israel that was fixing a bowl of pottage or porridge, whatever they called it, and while he was fixing it, an angel appeared to him and says, "Go take this mess of pottage to your fellow prophet over in Babylon." And he said, "Well, there's no way I can do that." It was like, I don't know how many hundreds or miles or so away. And so the angel took him by the hair of his head and picked him up and carried him over to Babylon and set him down by his fellow prophet. And then he could give him the pottage to eat. And my father-in-law taught his children this as gospel truth. And that was one of the first things I began to doubt. And of course, I felt I had the liberty because in our setting, we didn't really accept the Apocrypha, at least the more progressive Mennonites I was first a part of. We considered it as spurious and doubtful at best. But it was put into the family cookbook, my wife's family's cookbook, and that story kind of, because that was what that's what Dottie told, or Dad told the children. And when I read it that time, I told my wife, to her disbelief, says, I don't believe that story anymore. I don't think that really happened. And she was like aghast, like, what? You don't believe the story? I mean, that's what she was raised with, from a little child. But that started making me question other portions of the Bible then too. But Jesus could have been taken, could have flown over, sprouted angel wings and flew over to Japan, as far as that goes.
I couldn't get past Santa Claus. That did it for me.
Yeah.
Right, the funny thing to me is like how Christians are often so willing to be skeptical about the Apocrypha, and they'll go into this whole thing about like, why can't the Apocrypha be fit in with the rest of the Bible, but then they won't apply that same skepticism to the Bible.
Well, they sure do have a pretty smooth coverage of confirmation bias over all their other beliefs, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got another question for Kenneth, if you're happy to answer this one. How do you think that your family and the members of the church would react if they ever saw this interview that you gave tonight?
I don't know really what to say on that. I'm tarred and feathered in their minds to start with. I'm a sexual pervert because I look at porn, for one thing. And I'm living with another woman other than my wife. That's the second. So I'm living in adultery. And then
you're just pure evil, Kenneth. That's all.
Yeah. And then I'm an atheist, which is, yeah, I'm an atheist. So that's really, really bad. I mean, that's about the worst you can be. So I suppose they feel like Satan has taken over my mind and heart. Yeah, there's no hope for me unless I repent.
That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's like my atheist friend Lynn said when I got a birthday card from my daughter in Missouri, and it was laced with, "Dad, I'm praying for you that you would repent because eternity is long and life is short, and the only place that you're going to go if you don't repent is hell." And it was really a discouraging letter. And I complained to my friend Lynn about it. He says, "Well, what do you expect? I mean, if you really believe what the Bible says, that's the only conclusion you can come to."
Sure.
And it's true. This is one thing I have an argument with the gay community who are religious. They believe in God, and they say, the passages of the Bible that we thought didn't refer to the gays, or that we thought referred to as gays, doesn't mean that. But I don't see how you get around it, because there's just so many black and white statements in the Bible that just roundly condemn homosexuality.
There's a lot of hoops that are jumped through in the gay community, in the LGBT community in general, to keep a hold of religion.
Yeah.
And
a lot of cognitive dissonance.
I talked to Neil about this, but it was harder for me to come out as an atheist than it was to come out as bi in my family. So
I've kind of always been a weirdo, so everybody just saw it coming.
I've never seen your face before now, by the way.
Josh is actually on camera. Like,
I know. I'm just all like, what is this fuckery?
You've not seen the smoke that was his introduction.
You got to make an entrance.
Have
You
I
ever
been
see me pop
dissing
into a chat
this
like, falls
long?
through ceiling or just some sort of weird comment? You got to make a fucking good entrance. Make a stamp. Let people know
I
you're
don't
there.
know. I'm tongue tied. I don't know what to say now. I'm all a fluster. I don't know. It's like
He's Twitter-pated.
Oh, just wait till I get
That's a
going.
great word.
I love you, Susan, for saying that. I love you for
That
saying
is a
that.
great word.
That's my favorite movie.
Or
Wait till I
as
get up in your ear.
as Neil would like, he's all verklempt.
verklempt. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He's verklempt.
Talk
Yeah,
amongst
exactly.
yourselves.
Yeah.
I say it's
Got the
Josh's
bacon.
version of a gender reveal, his face reveal.
Exactly.
Yeah. It took him
But yeah,
fucking long enough, but hey,
Right?
Slight IQ
I have
right
yet
now.
to come out to my family as trans, but I've already come out to them as atheist. So really, how bad can it be coming out as trans?
Oh, you the next one will be easy peasy.
Yeah.
Like the worst, I'm pretty
I'll
sure
have-
like the worst one will always be the atheism part, because I think they still think that if they can bring me back to religion, then like I'll stop being gay and trans.
Here's
So-
a good perspective for you. Anything that defines you, you giving that information to anybody, if that's considered a bad reaction, that you can't use the word bad. Anything that defines you, you need to be able to tell them. And they need to be able to accept that because that's fucking you. They want you to be somebody else, they can kiss your ass, right?
Yeah.
Whatever
And
you
then-
tell them, there's no bad reactions. It's like it's the truth. It's you, and
Yeah.
you spread that shit, and they deal with it, or they can fuck off.
When someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it was
Identity
harder
has
for me to
been
believe
pretty
Judaism
poorly
than it was-
understood. We're just blossoming in it now in our society, and
Yep.
people need to make some fucking changes.
Come on.
Well, you guys remember the interview that Neil, you remember an interview you did with Seth Andrews,
I do. Yeah.
and how that he was sitting at this table with a family gathering, and some cousin of his from Chicago was asking questions what everybody did, and then she asked him what he did, and he didn't want to say, and him and hawed and beat around the bush, and finally he said, he's he does broadcasting or whatever, and she said, well, what do you produce? And he was struggling with this. What should he say? Everybody else was telling what they did. They're a pastor in a church, or they do this for the church and that for the church, and finally just says, well, I host a podcast, the most popular atheist podcast in the world. He finally just come out and figured if they can say what they say, then he can say what he does. And after that, her husband got in contact with him because he had left the Catholic Church and had questions. And that just helped him to see how important it is just to say who you are and not be ashamed. Don't kowtow to the rest of the people.
That's right.
True.
You are who you are. They can either like it or not. And if
Yeah.
they don't, then that's their choice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fuck them.
Well,
This is what I wanted to add in.
Consensually.
Right.
Your story, of course, is sad. That makes all of us upset. But that is what pisses me off the most. Is things. You are mistaken if you think that ideas don't control your behavior. I don't care what side of the fence you're on. An idea controls everything you fucking do. What's your epistemology on gathering that idea? What's your behavior? Whatever the fuck you believe, how does it make you behave? That's what I'm interested in. What really pisses me off is ideas that make people behave in such a way to where they lose their families. Their income has been taken control of. Their memories are taken control of. Their entire social life has been taken control of. That pisses me off.
Mhm.
These should be individual ideas that guide you through life, not one central idea that dictates everything you fucking do. That is a prison.
Yeah.
That's the shit that pisses me off.
I mean,
everything Kenneth said tonight demonstrates that your beliefs
Mhm.
inform your actions, and your actions have consequences.
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I wasn't able to kick my father out of my life until I gave up on religion. And he was terrible for me. So, should have done that a long time ago.
Oh, how many
You know
times
that-
have I said that to myself?
That whole honor your father thing, I took that to heart, and I took that to heart hard. And I had to deconstruct that a year after I stopped believing to realize, oh, that's a bad person.
Yeah. Latent Christianity gets a hold of a lot of people. Like these ideas and these thought processes are so like just hammered into us from all sides whenever we're religious and stuff. And it's so hard to let go of a lot of it. So, you'll still see people who, even if, they have, long ago deconversions, they'll still sort of have a little bit of those, ideas about sexuality and purity and, equality and stuff like that. There's still some of that happens, and it's stuff you have to actively fight against on a regular basis. So.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kenneth, I just noticed, you got a beer going right now, correct?
I do, yes.
And it's in a Yeti.
It is. It's in a Yeti.
Nice.
He knows what the fuck he's doing.
Look at
Yeah.
that. We're Yeti brothers.
He knew he was.
Yeah.
Round of applause,
funniest
everyone.
thing-
Round of applause.
And I'm proud of the beer that I'm drinking too. Let's see if I get it right here.
I'm not.
You ever heard of that brand?
White, huh?
Elegance?
No.
It's a craft brewery here in Portland, Maine, and it's a wheat beer. I really like it. I'm not a hoppy type beer drinker. I don't like the hops, but Belgian white beers, I love them.
Hefeweizens and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hefes are so good.
I don't mind hops as long as they're not out of control hops. I don't mind
Yeah,
any of that.
I
You sit
take
in
a
front
little-
of some of those fucking R and Raw beers.
I
If
like
you don't take a
IPAs.
sip and you don't have that feeling like you got to like chew on it, it's not.
I like
fair.
Aaron's beer. Most of his beer doesn't taste that like that, though. Well, he made me drink one time.
You don't drink this,
It
you eat
had-
it like ice cream.
Yeah,
Right.
well, he made me drink one time. Okay, I don't
That is
know what
not
the
me.
heck that is.
Cannot be me.
That had
Also,
habanero in it.
autocorrect is messing with native atheist.
I mean,
Habanero
I had
beer.
Mexican for lunch, but that's not me.
Oh, there we go. Guitar Man has returned.
Oh, that's the noise we heard. Was that thing
Aha.
bleeding in the background?
Oh, Mikey and I also
No,
have Yetis.
He's Oh no! This
Hey.
is a Yeti.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, this is too.
Yeah. Oh.
Has
So,
anyone
my
found the
disbelief.
Yeti?
Then I have two Yetis.
See, I would be having a beer tonight, but I got to be at the hospital tomorrow, so we're sticking with a White Claw tonight because there's like barely any alcohol in this.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
This is the
Why do
part
they-
where we
do they-
diverge
do-
as
I'm
people.
not
do they test your breath when you go into the hospital tomorrow, or what is
No.
it? Oh.
No,
They
but it's
run
my
up and
first
draw
day,
blood.
so I like can't be
Yeah.
hungover.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
It's my first
Water.
first day, my first
Like
rotation.
tea, a White Claw, and then
Oh.
crush the can on their forehead.
And my first rotation is inpatient internal medicine. So I am in for a lot.
Oh
Have a Four
dear.
Loco.
Did you
I
say
might die.
internal medicine? Did you say
Feel like
internal medicine?
No, internal medicine. No, I practice infernal medicine.
Do what we do in dentistry and just dip into the cocaine.
Yeah. it's
I
totally fine.
actually, oh man. So my pharmacology class.
Sorry, Neil.
You
Can I
can tell
interest
the
you in some
difference.
eternal medicine?
You can tell the difference between someone who does academics versus someone who's a clinician. Because yes, there are things in pharmacology that would technically work, but we would never ever do in a clinic. One of
Like
these
cocaine.
things. No, we had a practice question that wanted me to give cocaine to a 10-year-old for a nosebleed. Because
Wait, pause one or get rid of it?
for a nosebleed because so
Like
they wanted
lidocaine
a
or-
drug. They wanted you to pick a drug off the list that would both stop the bleed and cause analgesia, so like stop the pain.
It would.
And cocaine
would.
does that. It does that.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
we
that's
don't
brilliant, but it
use
just
that
sounds
at the
ridiculous,
hospital.
doesn't it?
We will like
It is
cauterize it. We'll cauterize it with like silver nitrate or electricity or something, and then we give them like an NSAID. Like we're not going to give somebody coke. Like I get that.
I don't like
to use one
cocaine. I just like the way. I don't like cocaine. I just like the way it smells.
Hey, no,
Like,
at
I
least
get
it'll
that you'd want to
work in
use
a
one
pinch.
drug, but sometimes the one drug you're going to give is not a great choice, especially if they're 10 years old.
That's true.
Well,
But we do give 10-year-olds legal speed, though.
When you
in
hear
all
cocaine as a treatment for a nosebleed, it's like using a knife as treatment for a stab wound. At least that's what it
Well,
means in my
it's
head.
all about dosage. It's all about dosage.
Yeah.
Dosage of a knife.
Well, no, but for cocaine, like you're to get a nosebleed from cocaine, like, yeah, you have risk, but you're going to have a higher dosage to get the nosebleed versus stopping the nosebleed. Like, you need very little.
And here, I thought
And for all the kids watching, it's a lot.
Yeah. And here, I thought I was lucky
anyone
because I have a patient who gives me wine he brews at home. So, you know.
For anyone concerned that's listening into this, medicinal cocaine is perfectly legal in a medical setting in the USA, Canada, and the UK.
Yes.
It is.
And
It
the
is.
wider EU.
Any
But it's called
medication
like
that ends
lidocaine and stuff.
Well, yeah, any medication that ends in "ane" is a cocaine derivative.
Y'all got that Peruvian?
Ah.
Hey,
Right,
y'all got that
dextroamphetamine.
Peruvian over there?
I'm sorry. $ Mr. Famine.
Oh yeah, that's my Cash App. I don't want anything this year. I bought all my presents for myself, but I'm raising money for a friend's medical bills. So
Aww.
Oh,
$
A
Mr.
mutual friend of ours nearly died from.
Mikey, shoot me that link. I'll get it out on TikTok for you.
Yes, sir.
Word.
Oh, yeah, I haven't told you happy fucking birthday, Mikey.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mikey.
Happy.
Love you,
Yo,
buddy.
goat.
Yeah,
You're now
I'm
as
getting
old as
old
I
now.
am.
How many times have you gone around this damn thing?
34.
Hell yeah.
You're
he says
old.
he's getting old. Hear that, Kenneth? He's getting old.
I'm just glad I'm
Well,
not
he's
the
older
oldest
than
person
me,
in our
so.
group.
He's older than me as well, so yeah.
I mean, so this
Do I
sounds
have to
stupid.
shake my cane at you kids? You little bugger.
If because a year is one trip around the sun, right?
Mhm.
But if I left the Earth, but I stayed in the Earth's orbit, and I just kind of went the other way and just kind of stayed in the same spot, so I wouldn't go around, could I stop myself from aging according to
No.
calendars?
No.
Don't work like that.
Side note.
No.
Neil, shoot me the height you like your canes at,
Alex!
and next time I make a batch, I'll send you one.
Oh, right. That was
Mikey, the
Ooh.
Earth is not stationary.
Oh, we
Our
got
solar system is
we
not
got Puck in the
stationary.
chat.
Right, but
That's
if
right.
I go the opposite way of our revolution,
You're not
Where's the rotation?
Superman. I'm
You
I
just
don't
have to
wanna
think of the
rev-
speed that you're actually moving in relativity to the place that you're leaving
correct.
or trying to go, because
Look,
it's not just the speed of the
down.
Earth's orbit. It's the
down.
speed of our galaxy moving. You know,
Well,
it's the
that's-
speed of our
that's-
local group moving, and it's
I
like it's
can't-
mind-boggling speeds.
I'm gonna get sucked up by that speed anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all just flies
Hey,
inside
Puck.
of a fucking a car with the windows up.
Made
You know what I'm
of
saying? So I'm still in the same car. I'm not trying to leave the car. I'm just saying, what if I don't go up by the air conditioning vent? That way I technically haven't had a year pass for me. All right, Dexter, go, dude.
A year in relation to how we count time, you know.
Go.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to
Damn.
put this up, or I'm gonna start getting weepy drunk. We don't.
Oh,
want
get
that.
weepy drunk.
We be drunk.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
do it,
drunk.
buddy.
Weepy drunk. Weepy
That was
drunk.
a hard
Weepy
sell.
drunk.
Oh no! Don't
Twist your
force
arm
me.
a little bit. Right?
It would be a shame if I were to have this whole bottle.
For the record,
Have the whole bottle.
For the
Have the
record.
whole bottle.
I have to
Where'd
give a
you
little
into it?
a little disclaimer. The cocaine talk. This is not the first time I've said questionable things on the air.
This does not
Questionable
constitute
things on air.
actual
That's
medical
your
advice.
shtick.
Yeah.
It's
You know,
not
in a
actual
previous
medical
job-
advice.
Don't
Yeah.
take
There
medical
have been-
advice from YouTube.
I
Student
do,
Dr. Ben does not give actual medical advice.
I do not.
Online.
but
I do not give
For
dental
entertainment
advice.
purposes only.
but I do
Yeah.
talk about
advice.
hypotheticals, and
Yeah.
if you ask a scientific question, I'm going to give you a scientific answer to the best of my knowledge. Like I had a talk, a time on Twitch when people were talking about decapitation in my chat, and I had to chime in with proper ways to make that happen, like how to
Oh.
actually make it
As one
easier.
does.
So, like I just
Because
had
that
to
is
spread.
a wrong way to cut somebody's head off.
Well, no, just they're
Guitar's
easy.
great.
Well, because I think Phoebe was trying to say you cut like between C1 and C2, and I was like, that's impractical.
That's way the
Because
fuck up there, isn't it?
there's not as much of a gap between there. You got to go lower where you get more gapping, and it's going to be easier.
Your CT junction would probably be preferred. I think
That's what I was
like
thinking. Like your C7, T1 junction's
Yeah.
probably a
Well,
good.
why the hell would you be studying that?
No reason.
It's
I
just a
just found that
hypothetical.
absolutely fascinating.
It's
That's
just
fucking why.
it's not learning negative applications for things. It's just using critical thinking to apply what you already know to a questionable scenario.
Yeah, and if
Like
you're
all
already
my-
like morbid anyway, then it makes sense.
That's like
No,
all
but
my
seriously,
college
somebody
chemistry.
just said something
learning.
that made me want to shut the fuck up and listen for a second. That's beautiful. That's fucking why. That's why you know
This is
shit
why
like
I'm
that.
here.
It's random.
This is why I'm
You're
here.
probably never going to use this information other
This is
than
why
just
you're gonna be on
inspiring
my show.
people to be better head cutter offers.
Well, and this is the difference too
Valuable
between
skill you may never use, but it's
this is the difference too between talking to a medical professional in a professional setting versus talking to one just like casually, because we're very different in both settings. Like we're awful people outside of the clinic.
But then you have to
But-
have bedside manner, like
I
when
want-
you're on the job, and it's like,
Excuse me,
eh.
guys. Excuse me for one quick second.
Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Excuse me, my stapler. Where just so that everyone knows, the opinions of my guests are not necessarily mine. I don't run around. I don't run around.
Neil doesn't go run around stealing people's staplers. It's okay.
No. It's teaching people how to properly cut someone's head off.
I mean,
That's all me. That's all me.
yeah.
As a
Nope.
social worker,
There's always
I would
another-
have to
there's
take you
always
to court
another
and
answer.
go, excuse me.
Yeah, you're right. Phoebe is a mandated reporter.
We're not
Yeah.
endorsing people
Yeah.
cutting somebody's head off.
Right.
We're just trying to
I am.
educate people in the proper way. If you are faced with the decision that I need to cut somebody's head off, I'm so glad that I paid attention in decapitation class.
Right. It's
Okay,
just
this
a
can be
thought
efficient.
experiment. It's just
Yeah,
a
this is
thought.
how we do
Minimal
this.
suffering.
Right.
FYI on this.
This is how we do this. 1,
Good stuff.
2, 3. Not it.
Not it.
Not it.
What? What did I
Who's the last?
Nose goes.
That would be me. I'm always
All
the
I can
last.
say is the next time I'm in court being cross-examined by a barrister in a family court, if this is brought up as evidence against me, good grief.
I love that sentence because it implies that Neil, the 604 atheist, and Mikey have the same thoughts.
They do. You didn't know that?
Hive mind.
They do.
Hive
Yeah,
mind.
they are.
Have
They
you
are one.
never hung out with both of us at the same time?
Yes, Neil disagrees with you constantly because you suck.
I disagree with me
Aw.
constantly because I suck. Again, it's the same mind.
Everybody disagrees.
Yeah.
It's all part of the show.
So
To be fair,
Ben-
I disagree with myself all the time.
Ben, what are you hoping to be your like? Are you looking
Verbally.
to go into a specialty, like a specific practice, or?
I'm thinking either family medicine or internal medicine, but I don't know which yet.
Nice. I'm diabetic, so I'm always just all like, go into endocrinology, but I know that involves
A lot of people have told me to go into endo. The thing is, I need
you're in
variety in my life, and as much as I love endocrinology, I can't only work on one organ or organ system for the rest of my life. Like I need
Yeah.
variety.
It's all thyroids and pancreases for the rest of your life if you go into endo.
I have to go and help with the groceries, so I will
Go
be
help with
back
groceries.
momentarily. Okay.
Bring us
Ben,
groceries, you.
I told my boss about you, and she went on a complete tangent about how we needed more trans people in medicine and dentistry
Yeah.
and all that. And
We do.
yeah. And as somebody who was early in the frontier of women getting into dentistry, she knows what she's talking about with representation and shit.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then like primary care gets a bad rap, but we need more primary care and we need more good primary care. So I'd be happy to do primary care.
Yeah, she went into general dentistry in '88, I think.
Oh wow.
That's not common for women
No.
in that
Mm-mm.
time.
So Ben, you're not having to like go work at the MEP station part time, right? Where you have to
Well, I might
do the
have to
recruits do the duck walk.
because I'm military, so I might be assigned to MEPS. We'll
Oh,
see
no.
when the army makes me.
No.
It's an option. They're like if you're in
You're gonna have to see
medicine,
buttholes
they
and
can
have to
do
do a
that.
duck walk.
I have to do that anyway. Well, not the duck. Well,
Highlight-
actually,
that was
no.
the
I do.
highlight of my
I
day.
have made people duck walk. I have already made people duck walk. And I have to put my fingers in places they shouldn't normally need to go.
Okay,
But
somebody
that's
tell
just
Chad what
too
duck
big.
walk is.
That's what the gloves are for.
Exactly.
The gloves are not for duck walking.
No,
For
the
people
gloves are
that
not.
know,
No,
the,
that was for the butthole comment.
For people that don't know what a MEP station is, that's in processing for the military.
Yeah,
basically.
but I will
Going
be
to the Navy.
active duty. I'm currently technically reserves until I graduate. But yeah, the Army has full control of me after I graduate. So
Outcast,
I might be
what were
doing
you?
MEPs.
Well, I was in ROTC in college, and
Gotcha.
thankfully I got my wits about me before I graduated.
I was Navy, active duty, submarines.
They're like, hey, so thank you for coming back from basic camp here at Fort Knox, Kentucky. So do you want to contract with us? Fuck no. that is all right. Thank you so much for the experience.
Right.
And that was in June of 2001, guys. So
I think that's when
Okay, I'll
Nathaniel.
tell you
You dodged
honestly,
the biggest bullet.
I went
yeah,
to
because
camp.
I was going for MI, so I was because I'm a polyglot, so my ass
yeah.
would have been in Kandahar.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you. My ass went to boot camp. I had 3 meals a day. I only had to wake up at like 7. I got to only be yelled at when I did something wrong. It was like I went to heaven. And that is everything that should tell you about what my childhood was like. So we don't need to go
Yeah.
into it.
I'll never forget Sergeant Blacktower. Man, he was on me like white on rice. God, he was.
Up in a
SK2
snowstorm.
Traeger, what an amazing man.
Reed, what are you doing over there, man? Well, you better stop eating them donuts. I'm like, I'm not eating donuts, drill sergeant.
Good time.
Man, that sucked.
MC
Yeah.
Macaulay.
Those
MEPs.
poor privates, though, man, they look like they got fucking tore up every single day when we went out on PT. Those poor guys.
Oh, yeah, we had
cadets,
basic
so we
trainees.
were good.
Yeah, I'm like, I had it good even compared to you all because I'm AMED. So like
So
we
you
were
don't have
only
to go
medical
through all the-
officers. So
Yeah.
we had really, really dumbed down training. And when we had AIT in the barracks across from us and then
Mhm.
basic in the barracks next to us. And I felt so bad because we're just like, wow, we have it so nice.
It's a completely different world for officers.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Fort Knox
And
is a
especially
shithole,
for
though.
medical officers. Because
And
we're
like-
not expected to be real military. We're just expected to be doctors.
There's part of me that wants to go back in and be like a supply officer, but I'd have to shave the beard. And
True.
this chin has been missing long enough to be legally declared dead. And I think I'm just going to let it stay that way.
Do you have a
Well-
beard tan at this point?
Probably.
That's a
I
good name for a
hope I can
podcast.
grow a beard.
Beard
Here's
tan.
what-
Who I am in
Oh,
the
it'd be a
UK.
good name for like a
Bye,
microbrew.
everybody.
Bye, Phoebe.
Bye, Phoebe.
Hi.
I could see like beard tan being a name for a little microbrew.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, Kenneth, you were saying you live in Portland, Maine. We live in Portland, Oregon, so we're on the other side of the country from y'all.
Yeah, actually,
Where
I'm
do you
not.
live?
I'm not in Portland, Maine. I'm 2 hours from Portland, North Portland, in
Oh, okay,
central,
yeah.
central Maine. But we're not far.
We're-
We're the original Portland, by the way.
I know we're named after y'all, and there's a Portland in Texas too that I grew up next to as well. So whenever I say Portland for all my friends back home, I have to make the distinction that no, it's Oregon, and then for anybody else, it's like no, it's Oregon, not Maine.
I used to service Department of Defense computers remotely out in Limestone. one of the-
Limestone, Maine.
Yep,
Yeah, that's a big
big data center
airstrip.
there. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. There's a big rock concert there years ago. Annie, my partner Annie's daughter, went to that. It was Fish. Fish had a concert up there.
Ooh.
Yeah. I
Was
don't know
she
much
like
about
a
Fish.
fish out of water there.
Yeah.
I love how that's like the general reaction is just I live for that. Sorry.
I was gonna.
How dare you?
I was gonna say for trivia for what Jonathan was saying is about his beard. I've never shaved in my life.
Oh,
wow.
damn.
Nice.
Never shaved.
That's dedication.
I wonder what mine would look like if I could say that.
Well, mine doesn't grow very long. It's always been kind of short. I did recently trim a little bit. It was growing down my neck some, and I trimmed that off. And it was showing a little gray hair. I don't show much gray hair because I have Scotch Irish in me. A little bit of red hair, redheaded type. So
I get a little bit of yellow and red in mine.
Yeah, do you?
Damn communist. Quit
Nathaniel's
eating them
got
hot dogs all wrong.
Nathaniel's got like this streak of gray in the front of his beard, and I'm just all like, that looks so nice on you. And he cut off his beard recently, by the way.
Damn. No, canceled. Not allowed.
Cut off his
Like,
he
shorter.
didn't like shave. Like it's shorter, but he had to trim it because we lost his face mask that he was using. I might have thrown it away.
You lost it in the beard?
I think he did actually. Hi, B.
What's up, everybody? I missed Phoebe. Neil's moving
Phoebe
groceries.
Yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff going on. Hi, Kenneth.
Hi.
I just want to say I loved your interview, and I think you're great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I like someone who's a forward thinker and isn't stuck in a little box. Sometimes it's hard to get the flaps open, but once you step out.
I like this box, though. It's comfy.
Well, just sleep in it. Don't live in it.
I paid good money for this box.
I know some people. Never mind.
Sometimes you gotta stay in the box.
What's in
I
the
know
box?
some people that would tell you they spent a lot of money on their box.
Maybe you're gonna,
dun.
I think I saw on Twitter you were going to be on a show doing an interview. Is that right? Or
I was on tonight.
Oh, I didn't see it. I was working.
Yeah, it was right before Neil's interview with Kenneth.
Ah, God damn it! I'm gonna have to watch the recording.
You should.
Can you drop a link?
Phoebe did a good job. Yeah,
I'd find it myself, but
you're lazy.
He's in his.
I had
he's in his
two
cup.
beers
So.
and well, one beer, a Boilermaker, and this is how low the wine has gone. So,
And he's not quite weepy yet, though.
we're going to get to Weepy Drunk here soon, and it'll
Yay,
be
weepy drunk,
hilarious. to
weepy
everybody.
drunk, weepy drunk. I'm
Yeah,
a
look
bad
forward to a lot of like TikToks or Twitters from me when I'm in Mexico. I'm gonna.
Are
My
you gonna
wife
be
and my
weepy drunk
dog
too?
left me on the same night.
Well, it's unlimited. It's bottomless drinks. So I mean,
Ooh, yeah.
X, I'm not even following you on TikTok. We got to solve this shit.
I don't put very much out there.
I'm
I
not even
suck
on
at it.
TikTok. I don't.
You
I
should.
don't- I'm
Just
not.
check out my shit. If you ever saw
fun.
my like fortune cookies, like those little messages that I put out every now and then, slightly inspirational, however you want to fucking take it. That's what it's evolved to: videos and fucking spoken messages and shit. Just trying to give people perspective on trying to not be such dicks all the time to each other. That would be really nice.
Yeah.
I am.
So
trying to
I
create
stopped just
short
bitching about
videos.
it and I did something.
Yeah, I am trying to create short videos to promote my own show. So, yeah.
Like those little
Big.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
There's gonna be a lot more when I can finally get back
let
in
me
the
try that again.
studio
It's
in
in the
about
chat.
2 weeks.
Who asked
So I'll
me for
be.
it? Jonathan,
it'll be
it's in
fun.
the chat.
I asked. It's in the chat.
So I can start reading those chick tracks again.
You know, the chat, man.
Chick tracks.
Chick tracks.
Chick tracks.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, bro.
What's up, man? Good to see your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
to
just
see
want
you.
to say hi to everybody because I just miss everybody.
It's like, yeah,
Susan,
the
how
rest
you
of you,
been?
not so much. The face, that's
Cheers.
cool. But
The face. That's cool.
No, actually, I love the heart of all of these people.
I'm just fucking with
It's
you.
the whole package, man. I know. I just like to really exaggerate further with sarcasm. It's my gig. So yeah, it's my gig. How you doing, Jonathan?
I'm doing all right. I am drunk off
He's
my
getting there.
ass, but I'm doing all right.
You know, I'm really shocked right now. I've never seen you drink. Anyways, nobody
Can't say that
continue the
again, can you?
sarcasm. It's all good. It's
Level
all
off,
good.
level off for a little bit. Give yourself about 20 minutes before you have another.
No, I got a
Guns might
patient
fuck that.
that makes it his own wine, and it is just absolutely wonderful. I had like 4 bottles. I got 2 left, and I am just, I'm only pulling
You're
it out
enjoying
for
it.
special occasions typically, but this is the bottle of wine I had access to, and I was out of the good beer. So
Ah.
No judgment.
No.
judgment.
No.
I'm saving the other bottle for when I get to spend some time with my boyfriend, though.
Aww.
Oh,
Sit with your boyfriend.
clutch my pearls.
Boyfriend.
No, investments are fucking beautiful. just the concept of it. Somebody taking something and saving it for prospect in the future. And it's
I
just,
was being sarcastic. I think it's beautiful. You know me.
and you know
Y'all
me.
know
Oh, but
same old
warning.
B, but I've been
Warning
low-key
IQ
carried
is
on
really
by
high.
most of
My sarcasm causes insight sometimes.
You know what you should really
My
send your
sarcasm
boyfriend?
meter's like pegging right now.
You know what
What's
really
that?
needs to go to your boyfriend is that video
someone
that
say
Mikey was
pegging?
playing earlier.
Can I say I
I miss-
absolutely love having a boyfriend? Like our dates consist of building furniture together, and it is amazing.
Mikey,
We made him a
I
desk
love
last time.
it.
It's great.
some people
I'm
missed
straight,
the
and that
video.
sounds fun.
See, I need something like that. I need somebody either build something with me or bring me a sandwich while I build things. Like one of the two.
If you
You
know,
know,
build
because
like-
no,
Oh,
that's not
just order
degrading. I literally forget to eat.
Yeah.
But
No,
I will just
no,
stay.
no,
I
fuck
will
it.
stay in the workshop
Get
all
rid of
day,
that stigma. Now,
good-
like 8
fucking
a.m.
sucks that
to past
we've
dark, and I don't eat.
conditioned certain people with certain sexual organs as sandwich makers in our society.
Yes.
And
I
that's-
think
that's
I
a
think
bunch
a
of
guy
bullshit.
should be my bitch and make
Forget
my
about that.
sandwich.
Forget
You're
about
damn
that.
straight.
You want a sandwich
like I do this
from
one
somebody
thing
who cares
with
about you.
turkey.
That's all
That's
it
the
is. Forget
point.
the rest of the shit. Forget about
Yeah,
the
that's the
bigotry. Forget
point.
about all the
What's
assholes
up,
that
I
are out there.
literally need someone to
B
feed
wants
me.
a fucking sandwich
I
while
will
she's
get
building
sick.
shit. That's what B wants.
But
Stick with that.
brioche, turkey, Colby Jack, pickled quail eggs, pickles.
You walked into
Mustard
a sandwich
and
conversation.
foam.
Cynthia.
Yeah, we're
That is
talking
what
about
you walked
sandwiches and wood.
Like, have
We
you
don't
guys
take
They go
sandwiches
together.
lightly around here.
Bro
Lost me
chat.
on anything.
I love you,
pickled.
Josh.
Like I can't do pickles.
I'm still
I mean,
stuck on the fact that some of the people here missed the beautiful cat video.
I missed it and I'm sad. Can
I don't-
someone put it in the private chat for me, please?
I missed
Yeah,
the cat
Mikey, we
video. I
need
came
this.
in and Susan's cat
We
was
need this,
self-cleaning.
Mikey. We need a video link in the private chat for them.
I'll
to
never
watch.
do. I'll never share. Never share.
like?
You had to be there.
Okay, I'll settle for Jimmy John's,
I'll buy
but
that.
I love making my own really good sandwiches.
I can't.
There you go,
cannot-
Cynthia.
I can't justify Jimmy John's to myself anymore because the owner dude
No.
or like former owner does like the trophy hunting stuff,
Hey.
and I
Where'd
can't.
that dude
like
come
how
from?
I can't buy food from Chick-fil-A. Okay.
Yeah, I can't do. I
Fuck
can't do that.
Chick-fil-A.
There's a short list of things that I don't
You know, it's not
enjoy
even
more
that
making
good.
myself, like cars.
No,
Um,
Man, it's just a breaded chicken sandwich with,
marinated in
like,
pickle
pickle.
juice and then
Yeah.
deep fried. It's not that
They
hard.
marinate it in pickle juice. That's all
That's
it is.
That's it. That's it. It's not
You
even
can do that
good.
at home. You don't need to promote people that are assholes. Fuck that.
No.
And you can get chicken from like Raising Cane's. Is great chicken. Love it.
Oh, agreed.
And also the best
Jack
chicken
D's?
sandwich is Popeyes, and I will. die on
Raising
that.
Cane's and
Okay,
Popeyes
Popeyes
are
is
way better
really
than
good.
Chick-fil-A any day. And Chick-fil-A gives
Popeyes
you these
chicken
little
sandwich.
pieces, and they'll give you like
Nobody's had
Pumpkin
KFC's chicken sandwich.
I've had
I have.
KFC's,
Don't
but
say that.
Popeyes is still better.
I used
And I
to
will die
work
on
at
this
KFC, so I can't eat a lot of KFC anymore. This was like 14 years ago that I worked for KFC, and I still can't eat a lot of it.
No,
like
that's
Popeyes is
trauma.
better.
get
anyways.
high
KFC
and
is
eat
too
so much
greasy.
KFC.
Also
KFC is
because
too
Popeyes,
greasy.
Yeah.
Popeyes, if you pronounce it differently, it spells Pope yes.
I used to have to
sounds
do
like
that
an
out my office
Indian
every day.
restaurant.
And if you
Hated it.
split it in half and flip it upside down, then
Oh,
add
yes, I
64
want
to
me
the
some
numbers.
chicken tonight.
Putting the emphasis on the right syllables.
Exactly.
Hooray
Hey,
for
you know what?
syllables.
Okay.
I was saying the other day in the Shills Discord, I was like, it's all about punctuation. I don't remember what I said. Oh, I said, that sucks, dick. And I left the comma out, so it was that sucks dicks. That sucks dick. And I was
You
like,
know what they
no,
say?
no, 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 no,
all over.
no.
You fucking
Commas save vibes. You know what they say? Commas
Like-
save vibes.
I repeated it and I said punctuation matters, and they all cracked up.
I'm
They saw it
dying. I'm
immediately.
dying to go on the shills one of these days. Like next time I get a day off,
Same.
I want to go
I was
on.
promoting
Are you
you
off
guys
this
for damn
Friday?
near a year
Tomorrow?
and a half. You know,
No, I'm working tomorrow. I'm working all weekend. I don't know when my next day off is. I'll
Oh,
have to
that's
figure
right.
it out. I have no clue. I have no
Well,
clue what
they
my
s-
schedule is.
They stream Friday and Saturday night, so
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
also
hopefully
your
I'll
part of
get
that
a
crew
weekend
being-
day off, but I
Right.
just don't know when that's going to be.
yeah.
The only reason I'm working this weekend is because my attending was out of town all week. So
okay, Kenneth, I know this isn't show and tell, but I have a prized possession of mine that I absolutely have to show you from one woodworker to another.
Sure.
Oh, oi.
Oh,
Look at he's got
goodness.
that
What is
PS6
this?
going on. What the hell?
Who's singing Halo?
Andre Jacob Roubaud with all the precision possible. Furniture making.
Oh.
Oh, it is absolutely amazing in my mind. It
They're zoomed up
details
to-
furniture making
keep the
from
vibe
the
going.
18th century. Like
Oh.
many of the founding fathers of America actually read this book.
Oh wow.
Like Jefferson read this book, and you know, in between creating America while he was spending time with the whores in France.
Can you say
And
dovetail?
raping a child.
Slaves.
That's actually really
Dovetail,
cool.
stuff like that. But
I'm wearing a Hamilton shirt. so
Alexandre
Roman
Roubaud
bevel.
defined
My name
what
is
a
Hamilton.
workbench is in this book. I absolutely love it.
Wow, where'd you get it?
I got it online from. Oh, excuse me. I'm drunk and I'm trying to remember it.
You got it from
That's a
Alibaba.
bad combination.
Take your time.
Usually.
But if you got somewhere where you
We're here for you,
can
man.
be my friend on, I'll send you a link to it.
Do it, baby.
There are
If we have
smaller
to tell you, I
versions of
think
the
we're
book.
parked, man. I think
Okay.
that's where we need to make some decisions, but you're good.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I absolutely love it. It is
Inquisition.
hands down
Inquisition.
Hey, that's a good song.
one of my favorite possessions. It is just
That's
absolutely
rad.
No, dude, seriously though, Jonathan, I totally love and respect that.
You got.
I would totally like to
call
go
out your
back to
bolt hole
old
there.
fashioned, like, you know,
That looks
using
like a
wood to
very
hold wood
interesting-
together.
That
That's a
looks like
real-
very interesting book.
That's a really expensive way to keep the door open on a hot day.
Ooh, word.
Mikey, I swear, if I find my book holding the door open, whoever does it will die.
I think, Mikey, you need to work on your priorities.
I mean,
Mikey,
or if
do you
my-
want
or
to
if my-
fight a beholder? This is how you fight a beholder.
I'm just saying, or if like the piano's on level, slide that back. That guy's pretty thick. It's just you can just tear
Man,
some
that's like
pages out.
super
If it's too big, then you just tear some pages out. You know.
What just happened to using some pennies, man? Why you got to use like a whole 4-inch thick book?
You know, to each
None of
their
y'all
own.
have
And
dated
there's always a
tables
bigger
'cause-
fish, but I will have to warn somebody about Mikey's dedication.
Yeah.
Watch
like
that.
a little napkin folded a
Look.
couple times. Like what happened to doing that?
I'm going
Right.
to tell you the best doorstop I've ever seen in my life. We had a neighbor down the
The
road.
Holy Bible.
And she had like mental issues, and she was really sweet and she meant well. But she used to bake my mom bread, and she
Well, I
would
thought you were
never
gonna say
let
she
it
was the
rise.
doorstop. I was gonna say, damn.
No, she would never let it rise, and she would bring it to my mom like wrapped in a towel. My mom was like, "Thank you, Dolores," you know. And my mom kept a straight face every time. It was really hard because we always joked around about it because it was really sad, honestly. But it was the one thing we could laugh about, the whole situation with her. And she did all kinds of crazy shit. But she'd give it to my mom, she'd leave, and my mom would just set it right down next to the door and go, "Good, I got another one. The last one the dog ate."
Aww.
It was just so
Getting that-
hard and heavy, and it was just a
that
block
dense bread.
of dough
Right.
that was
Give me-
cooked. It was probably raw.
Unleavened.
Give me
you know.
my uru
Yeah,
bread.
it was-
You know.
But she was sweet.
Oh, we've got news from Cynthia's sandwich in the chat.
Forged in the heart of a dwarf star.
Wait a minute.
Done.
This just in. Postmates has assigned a driver to pick up my sandwich.
Congrats. I'm
Alert, alert, alert.
Love it.
I'm glad you're happy, Cynthia.
I'm kind of jealous though. I want a
Yeah,
sandwich.
I had to stop doing the
Right.
points, Cynthia, because one person, tons of mice, wouldn't let anyone else win. So,
It's true.
Yeah.
The fucker kept throwing so much shit out. You couldn't even. It was
I
crazy.
also agree that the Bible makes a lovely doorstop.
You know, there's an easy solution to that, Mikey.
No, you
Uh,
stub your toe on it too easy. You want something more rounded.
Get tons of mice involved in the judging and tracking part.
Oh, tons of mice could be a good doorstop.
I have some news for tons of mice. I have some news for mice. My OnlyFans account got approved.
Your OnlyFans got approved.
Work it.
My Ben's gloves. The OnlyFans.
Look, you guys. This is how Ben's gonna pay off his part of his college debt.
Hell yeah.
OnlyFans, man. And I said,
Yeah,
dude,
that's-
whatever you have left, just start investing that to start your first practice.
Ben, I thought the
Right.
army
You'll
was
have a nice
taking care of
lump by the
that.
time you get there. Yeah. Just snapping gloves and taking
because
dollar bills.
That's the love
tons
glove
of
right there.
mice
The love
wanted
glove.
me like they keep bugging me in every single chat for every live stream I'm in, and they're like Snappy Gloves or like Dr. Snappy Gloves, because they all convinced me to get a box of exam gloves and to just like snap it near my mic. And so now I have
That's
an
the
OnlyFans
weirdest shit
account
people are asking
where
you to do.
Right? ASMR, man.
I know, right?
Hey,
That
I'll tell you
is
what.
hilarious.
So I'll be
I'll
like
blow
this.
the dust off of
Ben,
my OnlyFans.
Ben,
Somebody
do it.
go join
Put on
my
the gloves, Ben.
OnlyFans, and
My
I
hands are a
will
little
read.
sweaty, but we'll do
I will
it.
read 50 Shades of Grey as He-Man characters.
I'll pay money for that. I will up my patron. Wait, am I
Now,
a patron of
Shira doesn't seem like the submissive type to me.
I know divine disbelief.
Skeletor is.
Randolph.
Skeletor.
Just stop right there.
Thank you, sad bread.
Ah, He-Man, I see you've come in your pants. Ah.
All right, plug your ears.
See, not
Hey,
many
guys.
of you know that IQ is a freak.
Didn't even hear it.
You didn't hear it?
No,
That rabbit hole goes pretty deep.
that's what she said.
Oh, that's how I heard
Medea
it.
can't leave her house for the next 2 weeks.
No, rabbits
Oh,
aren't that
Gloria,
big. They're
rabbit
It's actually
tiny.
not very loud. You need to hold it really close.
Hey, take
Cynthia,
I
turn.
need to
Take,
figure
hey,
some way to
hey,
convey
hey,
that
hey,
message
hey.
without
I'm
using
just trying
the
to say
keyword
something.
rabbit and hole, but I'll do it
Kenneth,
at some point.
Kenneth,
Yo,
Hold on. Go ahead, Kenneth.
I was just going to say it's getting pretty late here, and I'm kind of fading out. So
Alrighty.
I'm going to say goodnight to everyone.
Well, it's been great
Good
having
night.
you, friend. Don't be a stranger.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Kenneth,
Nice
where
to
can
meet
we
nice
see
meeting you, Kenneth.
Yeah, you too.
Sorry we talked over you. Have a great night, sir.
Yeah,
Kenneth-
same
Kenneth-
like.
Where can we see you? Where can we friend you or anything like that? Just
You can friend me on Facebook. I am on Facebook. And my website is locustgrovewoodworks.com.
Ooh. Very nice.
Nice.
happy
Very
trails.
nice.
And Neil does have that
to
video that
you.
you put up
Yeah, you should watch that for
in the
sure.
description.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. So everybody go in the description. You can find that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
It's a 19-minute video that a Brooklyn filmmaker made of me last year. So
Wow.
Nice.
Well,
Always
one-
check the
snap.
description, people. IQ's not always going to be there in the chat to lay it in your lap for you. Okay,
God damn it.
check the fucking description.
You're supposed
Yeah,
to be
and-
there.
and I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but he did a good job. The filmmaker did a really good job. It won a number of awards.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Toot your own horn, dude.
Kenneth,
Yeah,
I don't
hell
mean
yeah,
to
toot that
your
shit.
horn, but you have
Toot
a
it.
lovely shop. I am looking at the pictures on this website. You got a very lovely shop there.
Thank
I am
you.
jealous. I love your bandsaw. Look at that thing.
Oh,
That was the
I'm not
nerdiest
looking.
thing
I'm
I've
not
ever
looking.
heard
I'll
in
have
my
tool
life.
envy. I'm not looking.
Oh, come have some tool envy with me, B.
Yeah, don't look, B.
I mean,
Anyway,
I
guys,
got a
so
17-inch
here it is.
bandsaw, and I got a tool envy looking at this thing. Look at that. That's a classic. That's a
Wait a
classic
minute.
design right there.
That's a crescent.
Oh,
Old crescent.
damn, it's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, you've got
Oh
great
my
taste.
Kenneth. Look at that.
god.
Don't talk about the horse that way.
These rocking chairs
Great
are
tool.
amazing.
Like, do you know
Oh,
how many
man.
things I would
Some-
suck to have a bandsaw like that?
You've got fantastic woodworking tools there.
I want to pet the horse
I have a
too.
particular appreciation for it because I've been building my my office.
Yeah,
Like-
I got a 17-inch grizzly, and I'm
Neil.
jealous of that. Like,
Yeah.
like
Man,
I'm
the
not
innuendo,
jealous
guys,
of
seriously.
yours.
Let me-
Mine's
let me-
my
a,
bandsaw, but
Let
yours
me,
is.
let me
respectful
tell you the
missing
story
finger
about that
pun.
bandsaw, Jonathan.
Oh, I want to hear the story. I want to hear
Well,
the story. Everybody
were
else
get-
shut up.
We were getting ready for moving to Maine from Missouri, and we went up to a real well-known Amish auction in Jamesport, Missouri. Jamesport, by the way, a little trivia here, is named after Jesse James. That's where his hometown was, called Jamesport. And there's been some Amish living there for like 60 years. They've had a settlement, and they have this auction, a 2-day auction that has anything under the sun that Amish people will use. And the first day is everything from household goods to yard things to lawnmowers, push mowers and tack like horse harness and stuff. And they also have woodworking machinery. They have wood cook stoves and washing machines, sewing machines. But anyhow, we were getting ready to move, like I said, so we didn't want to get a lot of stuff, but we were there. It was a good auction. Went there about every year. And I decided had some time to kill. I'll walk over and see what they're selling for the woodworking machinery. Wasn't planning to buy anything. And I walked over, and here was this giant bandsaw, like a 20 24-inch band. No, I'm sorry, it's a 36-inch bandsaw. And
That's impressive.
And there was a couple old Amish Schwarzenegger Amish guys bidding on it. It was going like 200, 250, 300. And then I realized, hey, there's no way that I can even get a 24-inch bandsaw from Grizzly for that price.
Right.
And before I knew it, my hand was going up. I was bidding. I just couldn't hold back. I had to bid on this thing. And I think I got it for about $750.
Damn, that's impressive, Kenneth. I got a 17-inch. I paid $1,100 for. You did good on that.
Yeah. And it's a beast. It's heavy. It comes apart in about 3 sections. Otherwise,
it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
It's a work of art. It's amazing. It's a Crescent, really the old Crescent brand.
Oh, no, you can't find those anymore.
Not very easy.
They went out. They went under in what? Long time ago, didn't they?
Oh, back in the 60s or 70s,
yeah. But they made gorgeous stuff. I mean,
yeah, it's amazing. I'm glad. I don't use it a lot, but when I do need to use it, it comes in handy.
Thank you so much for sharing that story with us, Kenneth.
You're welcome.
I was really interested.
Bandsaws are so useful. We had one in elementary school in the woodworking shop. It's just
elementary school. They're amazing. They're amazing. I have a 17-inch and I love mine. I got the Grizzly Anniversary Edition.
Someone's bragging.
Fancy.
No, I'm admitting that Kenneth has a better bandsaw than I do.
It's okay, Neil. We both know our tools are bigger than theirs. It's all right.
Well, I have a few Grizzly.
His name is Mikey. So. That's rude.
I mean, in mail order / internet woodworking, Grizzly is the name. It really is.
Yeah.
Kenneth, I do love that you have a little section on your site with the coffins for burial shrouds. Because the more that I think about it, the more that I want to do that too. Like just do the whole either do a bio urn where I'm turned into a tree, or like you said on your website, plant a tree on top of me and let me be the fertilizer. I love that. That makes that I like you.
You don't want to be a tree, Susan. It happens to me every day. And
you get peed on every day?
No, someone plucks it.
We will not.
Mikey got it. Mikey got it.
We gotta stop talking about Trump politics here.
There's a good reason to plant an apple tree over your grave, though, because apple trees like a bone meal, and if the roots can go down and work on your skeleton, it will help the tree to be a healthy tree to produce fruit.
Oh
no! Don't do
your
that.
Apple that tastes like you.
That's what they did on Wizard of Oz. That's what Truth was reaching out and grabbing folk. Don't do that.
This apple tastes like my ex.
I really like the desks on your website. They're just incredibly detailed. It's beautiful work that you do.
That's beautiful.
I'm amazed
Kenneth, just
right
looking
now.
at your website, you are everything I have tried to reinvent myself as. You are very impressive in your
so
woodwork. I really
fantastic.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's the best thing I know how to do, really. I'm not the best gardener. I tell people I have more of a brown than a green thumb, but woodworking I know how to do.
You have an
Deal with it when
impressive
it's already
understanding of casework. Like I'm looking at your bracket feet and stuff like that. As far as that goes, it's impressive. Like
wow.
Look, I'm going to tell you guys.
Has that understanding?
I want to tell you guys. I used to live in Ohio, and there's lots of Amish in Central Ohio, and everybody that wanted good, well-built furniture, they'd spend the extra money and go buy it from the Amish guys.
It's not a far drive from here.
It's not even a joke, man. The furniture they made. I mean, I went and looked, and if I had the money, I would have bought that place out. It was just amazing and beautiful and handcrafted and hand carved, and it was just
the best stuff.
I had a buddy of mine took a walnut tree down and took it to the Amish guys down the road that had a sawmill, and had them hew it all down into board planks, and he did his whole house with it, and it was beautiful, and it cost him a fraction of the price if he would have bought that for that big ass house.
For you guys.
Mm-hmm. It was amazing.
When it comes to Amish furniture, now everybody knows that they're just dedicated, they're skilled woodworkers, and all this is great, but really take a step back off of this and really picture yourself buying. We would appreciate good woodworking and good furniture as art, right? Tell me a bad form of art that you can buy off of a sexually frustrated person.
Well,
Just really sit on that for a second. and you
Nudes?
can-
I don't know.
You have
I
just
guess-
unlocked why
I'm sorry.
some
I
things
guess
are
it's-
great in this world is because something else sucks for them.
I
Believe
guess
that.
I'm sorry.
So
I guess it's at least safe to
Kenneth-
assume that the Amish don't take Bitcoin.
Yeah, Kenneth, looking at your website, you
That's
do
not true.
you do clocks too?
Really?
Grandmother
Yeah,
clock?
yeah, I
If
do.
they
clock.
generate their electricity
I don't make
internally,
the movements. I just
they
make
can
the
pull it
case
off.
to put some moving in.
Yeah,
It can't be on the grid.
Gorgeous casing though. It is
Yeah.
really gorgeous casing.
clocks look nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything looks good there.
Mm.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the compliments.
Well,
These
I
are
mean,
so lovely.
you know, I've been practicing at this since I was a teenager, but you're very impressive with this. I'll say that from one craftsman to another, it's very impressive. I'm really blown away by this.
he's jealous.
I
We're all
wasn't going to say
jealous.
that, Neil, but yes, I
Anybody
am.
that does
I'm jealous,
woodworking
that's
in
why I
this
say she
stream is
I,
jealous
I,
right now.
I am jealous, but that's my own feelings to deal with, and I'd rather focus on building Kenneth up than tearing him down to make myself feel better. Neil,
That's okay. He'll
All
tear
right.
me down later.
No,
Yeah,
I really have to
right.
appreciate somebody just said like I'm jealous, but that's my problem.
Yeah.
That's fucking beautiful, man. Like, I
Yeah.
love that.
no, I had to talk to my nephew the other day, and I was pissed as hell at him because he let his dog out went on a busy highway, and I had to get his dog and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I'm fucking pissed with you right now, but that's my own shit to deal with.
Yeah.
You just need to be more responsible. That's what the message I want to get across to you.
Yeah.
But obviously, that's not the message I want to get across to Kenneth. Apparently, I did not get to the point of weepy drunk. I got to the point of incredibly supportive drunk.
You're almost at weepy drunk with how supportive you're being, though.
Incredibly
Yeah.
supportive.
Like I'm behind you 100% on this. Really.
Yeah.
If
The
this
great
is what
thing is
wine
that
does to
you're gonna
him,
get to
can
that
we just
stage.
have this all the time?
Right? This is
And
great.
you have
man. I
somebody in
love
your
it.
life that once you leave us can support you in that weepy drunk stage, and
Exactly.
that is
Jonathan, I
What
want you
can-
to know
what
I
more
love
can
you,
you want?
man.
It's beautiful.
I love you too, B.
Aw. I
Aw.
seriously do. Well, I love everybody until they're an asshole.
I got a
Keep loving
grandmother who I think
Then I
would have
go-
been trans if such an option was available to her at that time before her death. You remind me of a lot of how she was with just
Aw.
the kindness, but also the supportiveness and the directness.
Aw,
and
you're gonna make me
strength.
cry. Don't do that. I still
You
have
know
too
what?
much
Apparently
estrogen
this
in
is
me.
the
Don't
kind of
do
drunk I'm
that.
at. I'm going to make everybody else cry before this is over.
B, have you ever helped somebody that you care about not be an asshole? Just straight up, not joking. But
Oh,
you really
I'll
need,
tell if
you
it's something
think
I
that
care
they
about.
don't
I'll tell them
realize
when they're
this,
being
and
an
you're
asshole.
like, you're being a dick. Can you
Yeah.
please stop
Oh, I'll
this?
tell
Like
somebody.
it's a public service announcement for their brain.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
tell 'em.
B will call people out.
I don't care.
Is this just
Yeah.
limited to the people that you've known for X amount of time? And what is X?
No, just anybody I know. If they're being a dick, I'll say something. Well, no, it varies
know?
how I say it depending on the person.
I'm getting somewhere
people
here.
can
Who do you
take-
know? Like, don't give me a list, but what is the criteria for somebody that you offer that grace period for what they're talking about?
Are you talking about
10
somebody
minutes?
I know?
2 months? 2 years? You can
Usually,
get to
I'm
know
okay
somebody
once there's
in
an
10
apology.
Really,
No. If
really
someone
easily
comes
if you
to
ask
me,
the right questions.
if somebody comes to me and says, "You know what? I'm sorry, I was being a dick," I'll forget about it, never mention it again.
Oh
As
yeah,
long
I
as
love
it's
that
an
shit.
earnest
When somebody's
apology.
just like, when it's completely unannounced, they just have this epiphany, this moment of clarity, like, fuck, damn, I was a dick, and then they approach you. It's not even solicited. They're just like, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
love that shit. I
Yeah,
love
no,
that
I'm
shit.
fine as long as I get an
I'm
apology.
cool with that because
Yeah.
I've fucked up more than my share, and
I have
I've-
too in the past, and a lot of people forgive me when I was a dumbass.
it's not
I give other
100%
people the
return on
same
the
allowance.
apologies, you know,
Yeah.
and the forgiveness. But you learn from that shit. That's what makes you
Oh,
be
yeah.
a better person.
Yeah.
So
All right,
That's
guys.
where it's
Well, I'm
at.
going to sign out.
All right, Kenneth.
I'm going to
Bye,
sign out.
Kenneth.
and he had tried
Bye,
this 10
Kenneth.
minutes ago.
Take care.
I have no
Fairly
interest
well,
in
brother.
noise.
Keep it
Happy
awesome,
Yeah,
man.
okay.
Happy chopping.
Thanks, yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks a
you.
lot for
Yeah.
joining me today, Kenneth. I
You're
always
welcome.
put out a thank you tweet which I'll send to you. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you via
Thank
the
you so
Facebook
much.
Messenger, so you
It's been
see.
great getting to meet you all, and best wishes to everyone. So,
You bet.
Come to Maine sometime. If you come to Maine, you're welcome to stop in.
Oh, please.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I might buy furniture.
I might even give you a buggy ride.
Oh, dude,
awesome.
I'm in.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Thanks, Kenneth.
Good night.
Good night.
Like it, Kenneth.
Good night.
Oh, buggy ride.
The whole time Math
might
Pig in
not
the
know
chat.
it, and sober Jonathan might not know it, but he is my new best friend.
Respect.
Like,
The
I'm
whole
not
time
even
I
ashamed of
got
that.
Math Pig in the chat calling me sexy, and I don't know what to do with my life.
I mean, just
It's
enjoy
just
the
Math
pig,
Pig.
man.
Roll with it. Roll with
You
it.
always got to enjoy the hog.
Gotta enjoy the
Oh, I
hog.
enjoy Math Pig. It's just I'm bad at taking compliments.
Yeah, I mean that's the
Compliment from
problem
the
I had
hog
just a
father.
minute ago. You feel me, man. You feel me.
Yeah,
You're not bad at
Uh,
taking compliments. You're just not used to it.
Like
no,
that's
that's true. I'm not.
Hey guys,
So note the difference.
That's true.
How are you guys?
See, when it comes to Math Pig, it's okay to be high on the hog.
That's why I was laughing a couple of minutes ago. Nobody
Rice
saw it to me.
is all over your graves.
Oh, I was cackling, but my mic was muted, so you couldn't actually hear the.
See, I missed it because I was
I couldn't hear
uploading
Neil
to
saying Queensryche either.
OnlyFans.
It
So
was fucked up.
Leo.
I missed it.
Leo, what's up, buddy? I haven't seen that little fucker around in a while.
Enjoy the hog. It says.
Enjoy #enjoy the hog.
I would give Mr. Weepy Drunk an open kiss on the mouth.
I want to see that. Not even.
No, it'd be like a
I
little,
need to create an OnlyFans for that.
Randolph. Yes.
High on the hog.
we love Math Pig.
Look, you
So what
ate
do we
some
do?
of that
What do we
pig,
do?
you would be
Do we-
high on the hog.
Do we like grind them up a little bit and smoke some of them? Or?
Yeah.
Nah,
Get a
he'll just
spice
powder right into a
grinder.
good bud. It'll
I'm
be fine.
confident that Mad
Oh,
Pig
no,
is
it is.
probably close to 13-14% THC. We can do this.
Probably more than that, actually.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Why not, man?
No,
Yeah,
you
just-
poop.
I just
Legal,
want to be the
legal.
first one.
I got a little
wanna-
bit right here.
I just want to be the first one to say I don't want Jonathan to open mouth kiss Mr. Weepy Pants, because that would be like the Lil Nas X video where it was just one person constantly having sex with himself, and it just got very weird. It just got
It's
weird.
not sex, Mike.
I'm not
it's
judging.
kissing.
No,
I'm
it's
not judging.
and everyone was so pissed off about that video because like he like busted it down on the devil. I mean, that's fine, but why did he have to play both characters? Was there no one else available to play anyone else in the music video?
I
Just
would
like
love to
this-
see
extra
Patrick
masturbation.
Stewart as that devil.
It was
This is a
weird.
firm
yeah.
example on when voyeurism goes bad and why. Don't switch it up.
The lights.
Just keep going.
At least he was
I would
consensual
never
with
be able to rap.
himself.
We both
That's
know
true.
That was it was just like I didn't mind the video, but I was just like, he's over there. He's in the trees. He's over there. This is fucked up.
As long as at least it was consensual.
Exactly. Exactly. And like
Okay, guys.
enthusiastic consent.
Go
Guys,
fuck
guys,
yourself. I don't consent to that.
guys, hang
Yes.
on a second. We need to tackle this question. This person is quite new in the chats. Also a fellow Eloquist taker, which is these little blood thinner things that I pop right here. Suffering from the same thing I am.
Got to make an
But
E.
they have
when
a
you-
question here.
when you wave at him.
Do you or your panel have any suggestions for a convincing YouTube video on evolution that's easy for a creationist friend to watch? And I would suggest all of the evolution videos that Aaron Ra puts out.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to recommend Aaron Ra as well.
Yep.
He
There
comes to mind
might be some general objections to Aaron Ra and his other content, but as far as evolution goes, he is hard to beat.
Mhm.
Yep. Also,
Hard to It's exhausting checking his links, by the way, but that's how I roll.
yeah, because he does it little by little. James Downing and Jackson Wheat, their stuff is really good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Answers in Atheism is planning to put together stuff that'll be easier for people to understand for various aspects of evolution and whatnot. in biology, but that's not quite out yet. But he is working on it. Yeah.
I think
you're
Science
looking
Side Up
for-
might have some stuff too.
And
If
Gutsick
you're
Gibbon
looking
actually
for
is another
just
one.
one video, Gutsick Gibbon versus
Mhm.
Kent Hovind in the debate was absolutely
Oh
wonderful.
yeah,
Nice.
that was awesome.
Does anybody else find themselves in a trance when Erica is like on a rant about monkeys? Fucking
No, it's
anything.
just you, man.
She's fucking brilliant.
I would listen
And I'm
to
just
her
Thinking with the
sitting there
wrong
like-
head again, man.
I haven't listened to enough.
just listening to her
It's-
talk like, oh god.
No, Josh, you're 100% right because
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
I like
Smart.
her.
I just snap out of
true.
it like, oh fuck, I really got to listen to what she's talking about. It's
I
just
have
like
no idea. It's like I have no idea what she said, but I liked it.
It's
She's
awesome.
adorable too. Like just the way she goes off on stuff, it's just adorable.
gorgeous.
well, I'm also slightly
Archer's down
sapiosexual,
it,
so
yes.
it's like, yeah, just brains really kind of does it for me.
Is that what
and-
it's called?
It's annoying at times, but I just roll with it.
All right. It's getting close. I will go for maybe another half an hour, guys, and I got to go to bed. So,
Okay, Neil.
because what do you mean, okay, Neil? I got to get up at 4:30. No, I got to get up.
Yeah, you do.
I got to be at work at 4:30.
Okay, Neil, I am acknowledging that you mean like 30 minutes. I am respecting that. That is not me being condescending. That means me
Is this
respecting.
going to take
what-
30 minutes for you to spit out, or?
Yes.
I was sitting there
He's not
appreciating
leaving
that
yet.
Neil actually gave us a 30-minute warning. You're like, oh, let's wrap this up, and then 30 minutes later, you actually wrap it up, and he's like,
Right.
he's like really caught a grip on what actually goes down here, and
He's more
it's
realistic
gonna be
about
a
it
half
now.
hour before I can get
Everyone
everybody
thinks
shut
that I
the
would
fuck
have
up.
enough
30-minute
content
warning.
filled with 30 minutes.
45-minute warning.
Right.
Now that
Besides,
he
he
said
hasn't even
30,
sang
we're
any
gonna add another
Queensryche yet,
15
so I
onto
mean,
it.
I'm not singing any fucking Queensryche, Josh. I don't care
you bastard.
how much you beg.
Why not? Because you think you can't sing it, or
Yeah. Oh no, I don't think I can't sing it. I know I can't sing it.
It's okay, Josh. He's afraid to do it. It's okay.
there's
He's afraid.
no, there's can't and won't.
No,
Do or do
I
not,
can't-
there is
I
no
can't
track.
Sing like there's no way I can sing like Jeff.
He's
Not
afraid.
a
He's
chance.
too crippled with fear to do it.
It's true.
Yeah, no.
It's not going to work.
That's ableist language, Mikey.
Language.
You picked the wrong
Language.
person, Mikey. Neil's not going to fall for that shit.
Send the math pig a link, and he can jump in here for the last half hour.
Math big.
All right, Neil.
The hog
You know what?
father.
I've been giving you shit for long enough.
Yeah, I heard your rendition of Nine Inch Nails.
I was gonna say, fuck, it's not my turn, is it?
Oh, holy shit. I thought I would only get through half of this.
How's that for shooting a shot?
We can do all of it.
Like right there.
Oh my god.
There. Yes.
Hey, you have no idea what it took to post that fucking. It's just straight up tag somebody in it, which is a pain in the
Yeah.
ass because I'm supposed to be actually exactly right now, this minute, landing in Philadelphia to go fuck somebody's brains out that I met on TikTok.
And West Philadelphia.
Unfortunately,
And I'm back.
Why are you here?
no.
COVID.
Fate
Priorities.
sometimes has different plans for you, and
No, there's no fate.
No. I use that loosely. Okay. Sometimes plans change, and you have to deal with loss and unexpected shit. And there's no rules to all this, and you just kind of got to fucking roll with it. And it's been a pretty bad day, but if nobody's noticed yet, I'm handling it well. But it's been rough lately.
Oh, bud.
No, it's good. It's
Oh.
good.
Love you,
Why?
buddy.
Because
It's got beer.
I swim in sorrow and pain and everything. That's why I'm so good at helping people.
It's good. It's
I
good.
take
He
it
likes it like that. Now he's going to let Madam X read his
Love you,
mind.
Josh.
Hi, boyfriend. Hi, boyfriend.
Hi, person I've been on one show with.
Somewhere.
Hi, everybody.
Hello,
Nathaniel.
boyfriend. Hello, boyfriend.
Nathaniel!
Hi.
Hi!
My impulse control is gone, and I'm sorry.
I have to accept this award on behalf of the Academy, and I want to go ahead and just thank. I think Neil. Who else is in here today? Who all do I know? Is there anybody I don't know in here? Let's see.
You probably don't know me.
No, you know everybody.
This
Nathaniel,
out-
when you
this
come on my
outcast-
show.
I'm going to send you a message about that and why I haven't. I don't know. I don't know who the fuck Jonathan is.
This
I'm
is
the
my
most
son,
important person ever.
middle son, Hunter.
How you gonna bring a child on to hear me drop the F-bomb? Hi, child.
God damn.
Wow.
Good night.
He has headphones on, Nathaniel. That kid can't hear that.
That's not the worst thing you've done, Nathaniel. You're okay.
Not today. Well, thank you all
The
very
wild
much.
math thing has surfaced.
I have to go and do things now. So
Go do things.
Not things. Not things and stuff.
Stuff. Yeah.
Things and
Things and
stuff.
stuff.
Fucking love things and stuff.
And then there's other things.
Things and stuff.
And new stuff.
Things and stuff. Like the mac and cheese of adult life. Like you don't know why you're selecting it, but you have to.
How is my audio, Neil? I'm on the laptop. Is that all right? Is it echoing?
No, you're great.
You sound
You're doing
good.
man.
Your
That's
sexy
awesome.
voice is amazing right now.
Oh,
I would listen
thank
to it
you.
all fucking day.
Just so you know, Jonathan is drinking straight out of the bottle, Math Pig. Keep that in mind.
I don't know
He's
what you're
almost
talking
done with that
about.
bottle of wine.
There you go.
That's very close
Math
now.
Pig is just totally stuck in vocal perma ASMR. It's
Says
just what it is. Deal with it.
Josh. Says the guy who's trying to rival Seth Andrews. Go on ahead there with your sexy voice, Josh.
Oh shit! Come on.
Hey guys, I have a sexy voice too, right?
Ooh.
I aspire to Seth Andrews, and Neil knows this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a wee.
He brought it up earlier. Your interview with Seth. That's the first. I got to talk to Seth Andrews that day.
Yes.
And I just straight up told him that I'm about to slide my face up the crack of your ass. So just be prepared for this. I mean well.
Video or
We've
it
been
didn't
admired
happen.
for too long, and I've been waiting for this conversation, and here it goes, man.
How did he
I don't know if he actually. He said what I told him. What I told him, he said, "I'm about to make this into a ringtone on my phone." I don't know if he actually did that, but it was
that would be
it was
amazing.
touching.
That would be the best.
The best thing Seth Andrews ever taught me was your woman from Die Hard with a Vengeance, that evil Russian lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a Christian singer. And I thought she used to be a Christian singer that he listened to and stuff, and that was just
wow.
If there's anybody who would know, it's Seth Andrews.
Yep, yeah, he did a whole. I prefer his older stuff, his lectures and his talks like that there and stuff like that.
You fucking hipster.
Yeah, he was a
I
Christian.
liked him before he was cool.
Oh, I just like it
Podcast,
before
dude.
he was cool.
I think Susan's challenging me to a dance off right now. Is that what just happened?
Do it.
Yes. Yes.
Do
Dance
it.
off. Dance off right now.
Dance off, pants off. Gotcha.
Somebody's about to get served.
Remember those pants you used to be able to tear off? The strip
Breakaway, man.
Yeah,
Breakaway
man,
pants.
no.
Like
Hey,
basketball players wore.
Mickey, you obviously didn't see my 2-year birthday stream last week then. So we
Oh yeah.
Who the fuck is Mickey?
You're so
The
fine.
guy that sent me a
Blow my
message
mind,
on
hey,
Twitter,
Mickey.
the guy that sent me a message on Twitter that said,
Where were you in the 80s?
Here's a link. That guy was called Mickey Famine.
Mikey.
Oh,
Oh, no. That's Mikey's website. It's been infiltrated, and you just don't pay any attention to it. Don't worry about it.
You're in the wrong stream. Go to bed.
Yeah, I'm not.
Keep scrolling, babe.
As everybody knows, I'm math
Keep
pig.
scrolling.
I'm not English pig. It's
That name was already taken.
So before it's too late, I'm going to do my rendition of Happy Birthday for Mikey here. You ready?
Hey.
I'll get the mop.
Happy birthday
Whoa.
to you.
Look at you, Mikey.
He's hiding.
please
Happy
birthday to you,
Mikey.
Happy birthday.
What the fuck did I miss?
Roll with it, Susan. You know how to count.
Happy birthday to
Mr. President.
you.
And many more.
Jazz hands.
No, I'm not throwing money in your hat. Forget it.
Thanks.
I actually gave away all my savings to help somebody relocate because they were in an abusive relationship and they needed a little bit of cash, so I threw a whole bunch at them. So now I got to build up my savings again. Yeah. Got to do that so I can get down to the Faithless Forum, of course, in November. That was all my. It was tough. I was like, should I do something? I got to help? I got to help. It's just my nature, and I did it. So I dropped quite a bit, and making sure she got a place that she needed to be, away from the abusive asshole.
Yeah.
You're a hero, Neil.
Yeah.
Good for you. It's nice that you were able to help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did what I had to do.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, yeah.
You're a good man.
Agreed.
Good man, Charlie Brown.
True story.
Well, if I can help someone, especially in a situation like that, you damn fucking rights I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. It's a human.
That's why I've been practicing getaway midnight move maneuvers in my pickup truck. No.
There you go.
Have you ever done that, Neil? You ever done a midnight
we're like
move?
60 seconds slower than we were last time. Fuck.
Practice again. We got to get that shit out quick when the landlord's gone.
Run it again.
Take
Neil,
all the
you ever done
contents
that?
of its
You ever done a
fridge,
midnight
too.
move?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've done that before too. It was so fucking funny. When we got done, we all like handed out joints and we all got done and we just got in our vehicles and we all like smoked pot all the way out of there. We were like, that was stressful, man. It was so fuck. You gotta be like dead quiet.
Yeah.
So stressful.
Weed. Hold on.
Thank you.
Hold
It's been right here.
Be your genius.
Oh, no.
You're a
Gummies.
genius.
I gotta drive all the way to
Gummies.
Colorado to get that good Canadian stuff.
Just come. You got to visit me the next time I'm in Colorado.
It's 3.5 hour drive for me to the first
That's
pot shop in Colorado.
We
Totally
must.
worth it.
There's one,
Actually,
like,
my friend's
down
going
the
this
road from
weekend,
me.
and I threw some money at him, and he's gonna pick me up a bunch. So,
Nice.
or they're gonna pick me up a bunch. Yeah.
Are you
Oh,
in
dang.
I miss
Oak Park,
Colorado.
Colorado?
Somebody in the chat is asking about the round the horn question. Can we
Oh,
know?
yeah.
What is the round the horn question?
Do we have one?
We never had one.
Round the horn of plenty.
Best wine. Best wine.
No,
I don't.
Actually, I
It's not a
have
bunch of
one.
gay men in this chat. We don't want to talk about wine.
I'm fine.
I love you, Jonathan.
Damn stereotypes.
I'll talk about wine.
I have one. This is not a round the horn question. It's one question I have for Mikey, because it's his birthday, and I'll let him answer this. Because it's your birthday, Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one thing that if you could get it for your birthday, what would it be? I mean, that you haven't already got. What's
This
the
is
one big ticket item?
I can already answer this because I already ordered it for myself.
No. Not something like
I
something.
literally just did it like this week. Like a big purchase that I wanted for my birthday. I wanted a professional carpet cleaner so I could do my seats.
What?
So I could do my I'm gonna pull it up on
You're
Amazon.
thinking too
Feel
small,
that on
Mikey.
a
He's talking
deep
like
level.
something you would
Like
never be able to
anything you would
afford.
ever want.
Yeah, this what Mikey's talking about sucks.
He's being realistic. I feel that on a very.
He hopes.
level.
I see what you did there, Randolph.
Nice. Points awarded.
I just got that. Thank you.
Yeah,
Randolph.
Finally, after all this time.
So this is, where did it go? I gotta pull it up. Well, I have very simple pleasures, right? Like I'm a very simple dude. I like to
Look
drink,
at all the stuff he's got in the room with him.
I like to drink rum. I like to play guitar. I like to play video games. I like to do shows. I have everything I need right here. I have the woman of my dreams. I don't want for anything. I don't want for anything. But I did want this dude.
He's a
You're
simple
right.
kind of dude, isn't he?
I'm just simple, man. So it's this dude.
Ooh, what
This-
is those?
This is the
Carpet
heavy. This is the heavy duty Mamma Jamma, and it's got the best rated hose
This'll
ever.
green clean.
Oh yeah, that's the big green baby.
Best
It's
big
and it's
time.
got.
I used to have a
it's got
little
a-
green. Those things rock.
It's got a 2-gallon dirty water tank, so I won't have to constantly be running back and forth.
Dirty.
And I can do that for my car seats because my car is used, And I did it once with like the small little guy I got, and I pulled up probably about 3.5 large Dr. Peppers out of one seat. And I'm like, oh, I was
Dr.
like,
Peppers. It didn't look like chocolate milk. You're in good shape, man. You clean.
Yeah.
I'm coming to Mikey's house to shit on his floor.
I also,
Eddie speaks
You'll
up.
get invited back, I'm sure.
If
I
you
do wanna
went
tell
to
Mikey
Mikey's
something
house the way
before the
he
stream
knows
ends.
you now, and you
I would
didn't
expect
do
it.
that, he would be severely disappointed in you.
That's
Okay.
true.
Like you're trying to walk out. He's like, man, hey,
you forgot something.
you didn't even shit anywhere. Like, do I even mean anything to you? Like, damn.
No, you
I
have
thought we
enough
were-
for Decker for sure.
I thought we was friends. You didn't even shit on the floor.
I feel
It's Swifty.
shitty.
Your
Nate, my
favorite
battery's
Irishman's
gonna die.
laptop's about to die.
Yeah, I'm on the laptop, man. My battery's gonna fucking die, and I was camping, so I am not going to search through my back seat and the boot for my charger.
Don't blame you.
Fair
Word.
enough, brother. Fair enough.
Thank you very much for having me on.
Glad you
Yeah.
jumped in, man. It's been a while.
I
Hey,
know.
thank you.
Yay.
Hey, bro.
Thanks for joining us, Mathig.
Ben in the gloves.
Love you, brother.
I got one glove.
Yeah, you know, I just
In the glove.
no. Thank you very. Excuse my icon. I was on a Christian channel earlier. This is a place I went and took a photograph of. I was camping, so yeah.
Did they
Thank
know
you all.
you
It was like
their
a
fucking
bad-
triathlon, or
Bye, buddy.
you're
Bye.
not big?
So this was what happened when I got pissed off at work. I bought this. So when he does shit on the floor, I have one of these bad boys
Just
with
chop
like
back.
That
with
thing
500
is fucking sweet.
dude, fucking 500
Yeah.
or not 500 degrees. It's very, very hot. It's a couple hundred degrees of steam,
Nice.
and it cleans everything. I got all the grout in my kitchen done. It looks this is what
I've
like
used
Welcome
one of those
to
steamers on
34,
grout,
buddy.
man. That's the best shit for
it's
tile
awesome.
and grout. Oh my god, it'll take everything off that.
I got a power washer for the cars in the driveway and the garage, and then I just need a compressor. And once I
Tons
get
of
a little
mice.
pancake
My
compressor,
OnlyFans live.
B. Grout lines.
What about it,
Muriatic
buddy?
acid. Muriatic acid.
Well, yeah.
what's that?
But on the floor, you don't want to do that shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
on the floor, on
yeah.
flooring.
Get
Like
swifty.
grout lines.
I know,
I'm talking
but
just
it's
straight
a lot of
grout
work.
lines.
It's
Use
easier to
muriatic
stand up
acid.
with
If you
the
want to
steamer.
dilute it to like
I'm
2
Mr.
parts muriatic
Bulldogs.
to 1 part water a little bit, then that'll work.
Shit
Also-
on the floor.
Everybody do the dinosaur.
Everybody shit on the floor just like a fucking dinosaur. Everybody shit on the
Oh, we gonna watch the
Just
Mario
like a
Brothers
fucking
movie? I'll watch the
dinosaur.
Mario Brothers movie.
Say hi,
I
everybody.
love it. I love it.
Hi,
Hello, Tiny
Hi.
Human.
This is my little buddy.
you little cute
Hi,
self.
Tiny Human.
Good night.
Good night, Tiny Human.
Tiny cute human who Josh is gonna have to kill somebody over for in about 10 years.
I did want
Uh,
to tell Mikey something before we
Oh,
ended.
she's adorable.
Yes.
I'm fucking.
What's that?
I'm in trouble.
So
Yeah, you are in trouble.
I don't remember which stream this was, but you were talking about how you made a pot roast, and I
Oh,
was
yeah.
so fucking jealous. I had to make my own pot roast, so I did that just
You did.
because of you. And
did.
I just had to say
How
that
did-
you inspired me to cook a pot roast.
And how did it turn out?
Yeah,
It
how'd
was
go?
delicious.
Pot roast.
I
Was
was
it
like,
like
I'm
an-
really craving a pot roast now.
Was it
now
like
I
an
am
oven
too.
pot
If
roast?
I start
or like
now, I
a-
can have one by midnight. I can do
I
this.
did mine in an instant pot.
That's
Yeah,
like
hell yeah.
it.
So again, guys, I
got a
don't
slow cooker.
Again, guys, I don't need anything. My life is great, but not all of my friends are in such awesome standing. So anything you guys give me through Cash App, I will direct right over to that person. We all know and love them, but I'm just going to respect their privacy.
Why gotta talk to
while
the host
also-
that way?
while also trying to help them out. So it's in the chat. Whatever you can spare.
You did it as me again.
I'm lazy, Neil.
It's his birthday.
No,
Yeah.
I'm lazy,
And-
Neil.
and honest.
You're lazy, Mikey.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Let me see if I can get this before it's all done. Can I add one more?
What the hell's a
Yes.
Cash App? Is that
Damn it,
people
Randolph.
Give you money?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I
Venmo.
need one of those. Well, I have a
That's nice.
PayPal me.
What now, B?
If anyone wants to help rebuild the
I'll
go to
cook
Faithless Forums
anything for
fundraiser,
you, but I
my
won't
PayPal
cook
me.
that. Meatloaf in the kitchen.
I'll cook anything for you.
But I won't cook that.
In my
You
humble
got a better
opinion,
meatloaf than that, B. Come on, damn.
Meatloaf's only decent song is from Rocky Horror.
I never let my meatloaf.
Whatever
I don't
happened
know.
to Saturday night?
Yeah. That's
Jonathan.
great. I don't know. I love the movie Roadie.
Opportunity, bless my
Is there
soul.
something bad on Rocky Horror?
I really love that rock and roll.
No. We used to dress
glad
up,
you enjoyed that,
bring
Pete.
toast and shit, and go to the shows and whip toast.
I love
The
Rocky
song you
Horror.
would have otherwise
I was in
think this
Rocky
was
Horror when I
absolutely
was-
terrible. It's just that it's in
Oh.
Rocky Horror. It's just iconic. It's-
I've
know,
seen it on
right?
screen,
You don't
and
have
I've
a
seen the
choice.
live play that they did here at the Vancouver Art Gallery. Or
There's a
theater,
theater. There's a
whatever.
theater here in Portland that has like the
Granville Island.
longest running showing of Rocky Horror that the guy did in a theater by himself every
During COVID.
for a
Yep.
year during COVID, so he wouldn't lose that record.
That's dedication.
Wow.
Oh,
Right.
damn.
Yeah.
How close is
passion
Voodoo
right
Donuts
there.
to that place?
There's a place in,
Oh,
in
fuck
Illinois
Voodoo Donuts, they're
somewhere.
showbreakers.
I can't remember where it is. I think it's down one of the bigger cities down south or something. But they have a place there that they do it like every single night or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's
They
little
pull the
baby.
people out of the audience, and yeah.
This
No,
is
seriously, people think that something like that is a little eccentric, kind of over the top, just because it's fucking Rocky Horror. And there's, if you've ever seen a Rocky Horror live show and you're at least remotely conservative, you're going to be absolutely appalled.
Yeah.
Which is why I love it.
Exactly.
But
It's great.
Kind of like Cabaret.
it's somebody
in
who
that regard.
displays passion like that, dedication like that. Oh my God, that
No
is
way.
somebody that you want on your side. That is somebody
That's-
that you want laying that you want to trust shit to. Is somebody
Look
who
at that.
shows any dedication. Doesn't matter what the fuck it is. Dedication like that. That's the spice of fucking life right there.
Titan was Frank for over
Damn,
400
TU.
shows. That's fucking cool.
I have
Nice.
to find. I don't know what happened to it, but I had. Maybe it's in my photo bucket. I had a photo of me as Columbia back when I was
I
17.
was about to say Columbia, right?
Yeah, because I played Columbia when I
could
was
see that.
17.
Susan, Columbia, Turpin.
Hell yeah! Oh my God! No, go away. Let me in.
Okay,
Wait,
fine,
what-
man.
Why? What I
No,
do?
not
I need to go to bed, but shit. Kick me
Yeah,
out
so
like
do
that.
I actually.
Oh
Actually,
fuck! It still has my atheist.org email address. Shit.
Aw.
Okay, well, next time we're all together, you show us those.
I haven't had that in like a year and a half.
Oh noes.
Oh no.
And we all know that feeling where you're looking at something and you're just like, you're just like, yes, yes.
Yes, that is a thing that happened to me in the past at some point, and I certainly remember everything about it. Yes.
Oh, that shit happened maybe beginning of last week, and it just blew up in my face yesterday. So fuck it, shit happens. We
What is my
only
PayPal?
lose what we cling to.
Damn it, Randolph.
It's not until
my
we've
God,
lost
Randall.
everything that we're free to do anything.
Ain't that a bitch?
So
I
what's
feel
that
like I need to
picture of,
sing
Mikey?
that.
Go for it.
That's baby Mikey.
Yeah, no. Back to
Oh.
what I was saying, Neil.
Yeah.
All right. I will sing the first verse, up including to that note, and you know what the fuck I'm talking about as soon as I say the song name of "Take Hold of the Flame." If you
Okay.
sing the first verse of Silent Lucidity, the easiest fucking Queensryche song to sing, hands down.
I don't even know the
Can I
first
even
person.
remember that shit right now?
Is I sit
Same.
next to you?
Is there anything that you
Silent
shouldn't know
lucidity.
in this age of Google?
Well, that's true too.
Oh,
I don't know a lot of stuff.
nice.
I go to Google University, so
I mean, take it or leave it. I'll
Same.
put it on the table because that's at least in my opinion,
Take on me.
Take Hold of the Flame is like got to be the hardest.
Don't take on me.
Take on me.
No,
I'm not.
No, he does hit some fucking notes that are a little.
Whew, that
little
one is
difficult.
just vicious. That one.
But the nylons. Lion sleeps tonight. 1960.
Like you
Yeah.
really got to.
I think you got to do a ball squeezing
up.
to get that one, man. Try it again.
I think my left ear's bleeding now. Thanks, Josh.
Yeah, no, you ain't saying
Well,
shit.
try the nylons. Lion sleeps tonight from I think
What I
1968.
refuse to do is
They're higher than the choir voice at some point.
what is it? A B flat in falsetto that he hits in
Who wants? I can sing. Well, you guys want me to do some? I believe in a thing called love.
Just listen to the rhythm of the heart.
That's my fucking dude. That is my like. Especially if I'm at a very like new place, like I've never been to a bar before, and I'm like, oh, karaoke. So I'll just let a couple people go, put my little name on the slip. I shoot the little EJ or KJ a little wink. They go, "Are you sure?" Make it so number one. And I go back and I finish my beer, and then I just level the place with my amazing falsetto.
Oh my
falsetto is difficult. I don't have a great falsetto.
Make it so number one.
Not to be confused with free balling.
Not falsetto.
I really feel like that song was not free balling.
Rhapsody is
free balling.
Hey, we're not doing that to Tom Petty.
She loves baseball and the Empire too.
He
gets what's coming to him.
Tom Petty and Susan's presence.
He gets what's coming to him for being in the Postman.
He spoke out against Catholic Church. Big time.
So let me.
So you could say, "You got lucky, babe." Favorite song by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Love that song.
Free Fallen is the best.
It is.
You could also let me share my screen. It's like flashy. Why is it flashy?
Puff the Magic Bluebee in Fields of
You got
Grass.
it excited.
It's gonna work
why
as
is it
soon as he
flashy?
ends the
There we
stream.
go.
It is flat.
No blinking. No blinking.
So there's
Oh,
that.
nice.
There's
Link
that.
it back.
That's Susan. That's Prom. That's other Susan.
Other Susan.
Other Susan. Yeah.
What's this
So
building up to?
No, I get that. You're good.
that was it.
Okay.
That was just Columbia. It's like you can see pictures of like 15-year-old Susan too. There's old ass photos of me on this fucking.
Yeah, 15-year-old pictures of me were like still on prints. You know,
Susan,
I like
please
actually
don't
have to
ever
scan them.
again
I
say
don't think there are
15-year-old Susan like that.
pictures of me.
What 15-year-old Susan?
You're like 15-year-old Susan.
Hey, that was.
It kind of
that
came
was
out a little
almost 20
sultry
years
and
ago.
just like those
Oh
words
God!
and
No.
that
Oh,
number.
oh,
just
I'm sorry.
It's a
Oh,
recipe
I'm
for
sorry.
disaster.
My
And
bad.
we can't go down that route.
My bad. No.
But it's when the food starts touching. It's like no.
no.
Yeah, I think I
no.
got a picture of a 15-year-old me wearing my ICP Ringmaster shirt and Jinkos while I'm donating blood.
I want to see this. I want to see. Do you have hair in this photo?
Absolutely.
I don't think I have hair. I'll have to see if I can find it. Okay, where the hell did I
I
put
have
that?
pictures of me from when I lived in Israel. I was, I think, 16 or 17 at the time.
Cool.
They let you take pictures?
Yeah. I have them. They've been scanned onto the computer.
What's this?
Pretty fucking funny ones.
Young Neil looks like fucking badass teenage Neil. Like it's so funny because you can see Neil in there.
Is that
but
back
he's
in his
just
Frank Zappa days?
Yeah, he does look like a young fucking like. If you took Frank Zappa and dipped him in whiskey, that's young
that's
Neil.
amazing.
Just like a fucking hard ass.
Dipped him in whisky.
Can I say,
You
like,
took Frank
young
Zappa
Neil
and dipped him in
sounds like-
pure concentrated Fred, like Ted Nugent.
Here's one. Here's one.
Dude, you
this
smell
was
so
we were clearing out some bizarre like plants or something so they could build something. I can't remember what it was, and I was going ham with this fucking pick or what, or like a pitchfork kind of thing, but it was I don't know.
Pickaxe. A pitten.
Look at you.
Hey, that's for moving hay around.
Yeah.
That's how he still has it so he can brush out his beard and his hair.
Poking people in the bum with that thing.
Uh-oh.
You know.
Here.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Continue.
And
Some
here's
people
me
just
trying to
like
be
to
cool.
That's all there is to it.
Is this the one? Hold on.
I used to be real cute. I don't know what happened.
Neil, you look so different.
Neil's
There's me
not
as the
really.
Wicked Witch.
What's happy?
There.
In
See,
green
there's-
face.
Yeah.
Can you at least say
Me
I
and my
used to
dad.
look different?
Aww.
Don't judge your cuteness by your smallness or your nostalgia.
See,
Judge your
this you
cuteness
can
by your
tell
fucking
is
character, like the rest of
Look
us.
at them
fucking do. We don't
rolls.
talk about it.
I
Look
was
at them
a little
rolls.
Michigan when I was a baby.
I wish I could go back and like redo some of my childhood photos, just like of me as a boy.
Oh, dude, you do
Dude,
not
as
have
an
to tell me
adult,
that.
and that would be
with, like,
I look at old
Photoshop.
pictures of me in like dresses, and I'm just like, ugh.
Like, cause that's not
How did they
me.
do it in a dress long enough to take a photo of you?
I don't want to see me in a dress.
It
ever.
was literally
No.
only because of my sisters got
I
married.
am going to
They
redo
insisted
That's
my.
not the
I
vibe that I
so I
get
did
from
it.
B. I don't care what the fuck you got between your legs. That's not the vibe I get from B. B's just B.
I am
B's
going to
gonna
redo.
be
just
the
B,
way she's
man.
gonna be.
I could
That's right.
barely
That's
see
okay
me
with
in
me.
a tuxedo, let alone a dress. No,
It's
no.
always to be. It's never.
There you go.
To
There
not
you
to
go.
be.
I
Can't
am
be
going
like
to
a-
redo my
like
white coat
flax in a
ceremony photos.
Vest.
Ooh.
Are you?
Me trying to be cool.
Well, I transitioned after my first year of med school, so
Oh.
my white coat ceremony is
There it is.
me presenting feminine. So
There
I
it
want to
is.
redo them.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Look
Yeah.
at you can tell, you can see
Boy,
Neil
them
in
them
there.
green shorts.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
kicking.
I love your buddy with the shorts, man. If they're any higher,
Ooh, damn them shorts.
woo, it'd be
Great
like Matt
smugglers.
McSweeney.
For the time,
Yeah.
appropriate
Be singing all
for
that
the
shit.
time.
Them grape smugglers.
In the industry, we call them
Right.
fuck me shorts.
Wow, that just happened.
Wait,
the
you called
name.
them what, IQ?
Great
You didn't hear that.
Smugglers.
You heard nothing.
I want to see a really, really bad version of Wolverine that I did.
Would it be more like walnut smugglers?
No, they're not that.
Oh no,
hard.
your prostate's like a walnut. Never mind.
Grapes.
It's your walnut. Do what you
It
want.
is if you working it right. Sorry, I had to. It was too
God.
much of an opportunity.
Yeah.
White leotards, man. Like,
Look
what the hell?
at. Can you imagine that nightmare
Oh my
coming up saying,
God.
"Yeah, I'm here to take your daughter out." Oh hell no!
This is how I'm gonna bring her home too.
Where's your
Oh,
bodacious
man.
daughter?
Plum smuggler, nut huggers.
Yep.
Thank you for that. Need a little bit more visual on that.
Not too
Do
many
we do?
more here.
I'm
Neil,
gonna
I
save
will
the
take
rest
Not
your
of
really.
silence
for cock
as
up, and
a
otherwise it's
secession
going to be
from
cock
my
off.
wager here.
Yeah.
There's a tacit endorsement of said wager.
Here you go. This
I'll
is
even
funny.
go first.
I had like no hair back then, man. This is too fucking funny. This is funny.
My God.
Wow.
I've never seen Neil's chin before.
Ain't nothing but a
Young?
baby face.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's a good picture,
Funny.
Neil.
See, in like 10 years, people will say this about Jonathan. Jonathan used to be
he's like,
young.
hey, buddy.
I'll be like,
Yeah.
yes.
It's like one of my friends from elementary school. He was a pretty happy guy too.
Thank you,
That
tons
was
of nice.
that
Thank
was
you.
yeah. That was
Neil's just pretty cool in general.
Cool dude.
Are we at the 45-minute mark yet, or we have to put another 15-minute warning out?
I think
No,
we're,
we still got 11 minutes from when he said it was going to be a
11
half hour.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be honest. Like, I'm drunk as hell, but I'm trying to just make it out to the end.
You
You're
can
not
do
you're not
it,
weeping
Jonathan.
yet.
No, I don't think
He's
I'm
holding
weeping.
on.
I think I'm a happy drunk, actually.
Oh, that's good.
Like, ridiculously happy drunk. Like,
That's good.
I made a new friend today, Divine Disbelief. It's fucking awesome.
I'm Susan, by the way.
It's,
Susan, you are my best friend now.
Yay!
Like, there's a lot of responsibility.
Hey!
involved with
She's the divine one.
that. You're already classified under best
Some
friend.
of us have been friends with Susan for a long time.
Yeah.
So a
No,
while
I'm
ago, back in 2013, I somehow got talked into cutting my hair off. And,
Bullshit. Not allowed. No.
Yeah.
Sacrilege.
That's it right there.
You're gonna lose your strength. That's how it. That's how.
That's what the DVT came from, man. You lost your strength just long enough to get one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at the shirt.
Yeah, I noticed
Pretty
that.
sweet.
That shirt's fantastic.
Nice.
That shirt's great.
This
That's
is not
amazing.
sacrilege. That is where the, fucking Backstreet Boys reunion tour came from.
Yeah. Painted by the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. Mm.
Yeah. Anyway,
Let's see
Ben,
if you-
you're like a brother.
That's what
to
we
me.
need.
I had tickets. I had tickets to that show, and that's when I was going to propose, but it got canceled because of COVID.
You're like,
That laugh
Oh,
is iconic,
dear.
Susan.
Oh dear.
When I was close. Do you guys remember Sum 41?
Oh God, sadly, yes.
So I met my fiance at the Sum 41. So it was like Sum 41, The Used, Circa Survive. It was a fucking
Cynthia.
Bye, Cynthia.
Bye,
It was like an
Cynthia.
epic ass show, and then like you know how like they play music
good night,
in
Cynthia.
between. They play music in between the bands, and someone in the booth said, "Watch this shit," and all they hear is doom doom doo doo doom doo 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 doo. Yeah, and it fucking erupted. Everyone was singing that shit.
Desire.
So
That's all I know.
I can sing that whole entire song, and I'm ashamed to admit that.
I'm not proud.
It's a fucking that shit fucking
part of
slaps.
Susan.
Like, I don't know you
She's
very
a
well,
girl.
Susan, but I think you can.
She's like that girl at that age. Of course she knows it.
So
My second concert ever was in sync. My first was Peter, Paul, and Mary when I was like 8 years old.
Oh, now that's
Second was in sync.
I'm jealous
Off
of
the
that.
Magic Dragon.
I would love to see that. Fuck yeah, everybody's sitting around smoking pot and chilling and having a good time. Everybody loves everybody. Fuck yeah.
So yeah, in between the song, they started playing that Backstreet Boys song, and I was singing it really loud, like to her. I was like, you. At this point, I'm like, you come here. I need somebody to sing this song to. And
That sounds like a very Mikey thing to do.
I do that all the time.
And I just like, I need someone to sing this to. You get over here. And then it was, and she told me, because she was there with her aunt, she's like, it's a really, I wasn't listening to her, it was like under her breath. She goes, it's a good thing he can actually sing, or else this would be really annoying.
Oh, that's great.
And the rest is history.
Aww.
So then when they came, that was the day we met. So then like almost a year to the day later, the Backstreet Boys were going to be there. And I was like, oh yeah. And this is when I pull out the ring and have her turn around, and then everybody has their, and it was good. Yeah, COVID fucking canceled the whole fucking thing.
Fucking COVID bullshit.
And then we tried to, I got my passport. That came in right on time for us to go on the cruise, which is canceled.
Because of COVID.
Because of fucking Delta variant.
What? Your cruise is canceled?
We're not going anywhere now. So we might see if we can fly to San Juan and just hang out in San Juan. But they're restricting flights. We might get stuck down there. So we don't even know if we can leave now.
Come to a little piece of advice.
No, that's bad. That's bad.
Little piece of advice, Mikey. Just forget about romance. Operate in passion
That's
only.
the answer.
Operate
That's always
in
the answer.
passion only. Fuck romance. It's
But if-
save that for the books.
If romance is a side effect of passion, then that's okay.
No. Romance
It's a
is
See, the actual
mental
answer-
is a mental constraint. Romance is embellishing. Romance is taking something and making it great. You can make things great in reality, and that's part of what passion does. But if you think about romance, you're embellishing the story that you're creating. Don't embellish it. Get your hands
See,
on it.
the actual
Hey,
answer
you guys know what the difference
is
between romance and champagne is? No, wait.
Things can be romantic, but don't think about romance.
the
Things are
actual answer
over-romanticized.
here is to go to medical school, commit your entire life to studying, and then wonder why you're single.
I don't know
The
what
struggle is
happened.
real.
There is nothing like wondering.
Oh, I gotta
why
come
you're
back for that
single
one.
while looking at someone's butthole.
Now, what you do, Mikey, is this, right? This is what I would do if I was in your situation. I take her somewhere you've never been inside the United States and have her go do something for herself, like a spa day or something when you guys get there, right? And you set up the whole hotel room, like decorate it for different places you would have been. That's what you do. And you will get laid 3 times that night.
And get
I'm just telling you. Women love that shit.
That's not the issue.
Cheesecake or tiramisu, Mikey. Either one.
I make her
hate tiramisu.
I make her delicious food all the time.
Love you.
It's not about food.
I'm with Neil on this one. That cocoa powder just gets right in your fucking lungs whenever you take a bite of it.
Love it. I fucking love it. It's a favorite in the dental office.
Dude, Jonathan, one time, my parents knew this, that I can't stand tiramisu, but they went and got me one for my birthday cake. here.
That's
Like,
kind of shitty.
Where was I? I would have ate the shit out of that.
no,
Like
it's-
I love
can't do
tiramisu, and knowing that you don't like
Yeah,
tiramisu,
that
I would
does
never
suck.
get you a tiramisu.
You'll just eat it, like just buy
good.
it, but then just keep it for yourself.
I told them they can have it. I'm going to get ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, ice cream cake.
Pudgy the
Look,
whale.
Neil, I had a girlfriend, and she was like, "What kind of cake
I
you want
did
for your
once, too.
birthday?" And, yeah, long time ago. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I
they were
have one right
dinosaurs.
now. But anyways, so she was like, "What kind of cake do you want for your birthday?" And I was like, "Well, like carrot cake or, like German chocolate cake, something, cool."
Gotta
She's
be
like, "All
cream
right,
cheese
cool."
icing, though.
So I say carrot cake or German chocolate cake, right? She comes back with red velvet, the one fucking cake I despise. Because I'm like a super taster and all I can taste is red food dye. It's all I taste when I eat that. I taste nothing
I've
else.
never
It's like just
understood.
chemicals with sugar on it. To
You,
me.
you take a bite. And
So
you
the
make that
one
face
thing
like
she
Stewie
makes
just
is the one thing I
realized he
had
was sucking
repeated
on Peter's
many
nipple.
times that
I
I
get it.
did not like. And I was like, okay, enjoy my cake.
I mean, even if you made it the traditional method with like the buttermilk that you like sour with like I think it's vinegar or something you use to set it off to give it that red color, it still would taste like shit. I'm sorry, red velvet cake is a fucking abomination. I hate it.
Thank you. It's fucking disgusting. It's
I'll
wrong.
agree that you guys don't like it.
It's communist. That's why it's red.
I just don't like cake. I'm a pie person.
I'm fine with it too.
Seek pie.
I like
But
a good pie.
But I can taste the
Good
food
American
coloring.
pie.
I don't eat sweets.
The only pie I like is like a
I think
chocolate
Irish food would be
caramel,
sad to hear you say that.
like a chocolate ganache.
Ooh, that sounds really good right now. Chocolate.
I'm making
I
it
better-
Thanksgiving.
I better recall that giant box of candy I sent you then, Mikey.
Just give me some pudding.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
I knew this guy that made a
Puddin'.
fresh raspberry torte
Hey, Pud.
and like gave it to my mom for all of us, and he handmade the entire thing from scratch, and it was, oh my god, amazing! It was
You know
amazing.
what
I
that I
just
haven't
can't
had?
even.
I haven't had in a long fucking time. King cake. You haven't found a good king cake here in Utah ever.
I haven't had
I
Pan de
like
Polvo in
cheesecake.
a long time, and I used to make that
Fucking love
all the
cheesecake.
time. But like, I
Settle down,
haven't
Randolph.
made Pan de Polvo in a while, so I need to make it again.
Shouldn't they really just call it cheese pie though, Neil?
Why?
It's not really a cake. It's more like a pie.
You bake it.
You come to BC and
Bake pie-
you'll
bake a pie,
find real
too.
cheesecake.
You
It's
bake
cake.
pies too, and cake. Yeah.
But it's got a crust. It's got a thin crust,
Well,
and then you
it's
pour it
actually- it's
into the
graham
dish.
cracker. It's graham
kind
cracker.
of like a firm custard. So it's a
Depends where the crust is. It's only on the bottom. It's just cheesecake.
However,
Just the
it
two
involves
words
its own
together,
pan,
thin
so it
crust.
shouldn't even be
It's
shouldn't even be any
comforting.
of those. It's a fucking springform pan. I mean, how often do you use
Cheesecake
that for
pie.
anything else?
Right.
cheesecake pie. There you go. I love it, Neil.
Pie
Just
cake.
make everybody happy. It's both.
Yeah.
All
Really
right,
good. I'm going to
It's
take
like
off.
light in that regard.
Neil,
Yeah,
you
I'm
have
gonna-
2
Does
minutes
both.
left from your half-hour announcement, by the way.
No,
Yeah, I'm gonna take
we're
off
well
too. I'm
past
gonna
the
go watch
half hour.
Nathaniel play.
I'm
Finn.
leaving too, so you might as well just
Yeah, we might as well wrap it up.
Yeah.
let Neil
Yeah.
go to bed.
Yeah, I gotta go too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love everybody.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Ben, you don't want to
Thank
be late
you.
from work.
No.
It's good to actually see your face for once.
You'll
'Cause
see
I've
it a
never-
lot
I didn't
more
even
because I'm
know
about to
I-
come
I
out here
didn't
and
even know
start
you
kicking
had
some
a
ass because I'm real tired of people being shitty to each other. So you'll be seeing
Yeah.
it.
What he said. Don't be a
I got
dick.
shit to say.
He's gonna be
Love you
anti-shitty
guys.
shitty. There you go.
Shitty,
Love you, Josh.
shitty, bang, bang.
Peace out. man.
Paradox of television.
Oh, you
Bye.
pretty shitty bang bang, shitty bang bang. We love you. Shitty bang bang. What we do near, far, anywhere you go now. What a happy time we'll spend. Bang bang, shitty bang bang. Our fine four-fender friend. I watched that
So lost right now.
drunk off my ass, and I'm like, this is the best movie ever fucking made. Until it got to be like hour 3, and I'm like, when will it end?
I've never.
When will it end?
I did that with Hook the other day, and I could not stop. I couldn't breathe for half the movie. It was so funny to me. If you haven't seen
What was
Hook,
it?
Hook. If you haven't
Not
seen
the
Hook,
boo
it'll-
box. No.
you know that's Glenn Close.
The boo
Yep.
box.
That's
Yeah.
Glenn Close
Glenn
that goes
Close.
into the boo box. It's
Uh-huh.
fucking staggering. There's so many good. Oh, and fucking Phil Collins is in that movie.
Somehow I knew that.
I wanna know. Can you show me?
Studio.
You
You like Phil Collins?
I love
Who
Phil
doesn't?
Collins.
I
How do you not?
Tarzan!
American Psycho. Anybody?
Okay, so here's my question for everybody. Genesis before or after Phil Collins?
Yes.
Or before or Phil Collins. So what the hell was it? Peter Gabriel or Phil Collins?
Peter Gabriel. I actually like both of them.
No, you have to choose. That's what I'm putting you into a situation. The other one doesn't exist. Once you pick the other one,
This is a false dichotomy.
To do anything.
Actually, no, it's a true dichotomy.
it's my show. I ain't got to do shit.
Yeah.
It's Neil's show.
It's it. Yeah.
It's Neil's show. None of us have to do shit.
That's
Kenneth is gone.
hard.
That makes it Neil's.
Hard to pick something like that because there's some really good shit with Gabriel and there's some great stuff with Collins too.
Yeah, I mean it's the same kind of question that you go, okay, Pink Floyd before or after,
Sid Barrett, yeah,
with Sid Barrett.
Yeah, but the Pink Floyd one, I think, I really dig their early stuff with Sid Barrett because it's just out there.
Metal's a really
Hey,
good
one. Oh fuck yeah, so good.
So then, Deep Cut, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers with Stan Lynch or Steve Ferrone?
Yes.
See, nobody gets it.
Yeah.
See, and I don't know enough about
I'm gonna
the
agree again,
additional
yes.
players. Yes.
That
They're
feels
the
like
two
something I
drummers.
would get while I was sober, but I am beyond drunk right
Susan just gatekeeping us as nerds here.
Right.
God, gatekeeper.
Good job,
As much
leading
as
the
I hate it,
pack
I'll
when
still
we all
fucking
need
do
you,
it.
Susan.
Yeah. I had Petty's the first album with the Heartbreakers there with Refugee and all that.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I got something I got another thing for my birthday. Hold on.
What'd you get? Refugee came out exactly 7 years before I was born. As a
Is
single.
Legend of
Met
Man,
as a single
because I'm
January
gonna
11th.
be
Wouldn't it be funny if we all
Refugees.
left while he was gone? He came back and he's just like by himself. I mean, I wouldn't do it to him, but it would be funny.
Put me backstage. Put me backstage.
That's something he would do
And
to
everybody
us.
backstage would be like, oh no, they left.
That's something he would do to us. Like
It does.
No joke.
It does. Yeah.
Bad part is he probably has wireless headphones.
You know,
on
we
and heard
could just
everything I
change our
said.
names.
I don't know.
I don't know where the hell he's going.
There we go.
He's getting something.
Everybody change their
Something he said
names.
he got.
Everybody change their names.
Ooh, yeah. Shit.
Oh, nice.
That actually is.
That's nice.
I'm no
USB?
longer disappointed in Mikey.
Is it
There you
USB,
go.
Mikey? USB?
I can tell when Bee's
What
been
was the
reading the
question?
chat. She smiles.
USB? Is the USB turntable?
It's not true. I
yeah.
haven't read it in a little bit.
And it's got
You
the
haven't smiled lately.
it's got the coax out, and it's got the bigger USB, like the printer USB. So you can if I have an old record and I want to record it, I can just stream it right into the thing, right into the laptop.
Just take those old records off the shelf.
Bee, I'm making all this stuff up on the fly.
Somebody needs to kick Randolph off the stream entirely.
Thanks, one. That's something clever to write here, but I forgot what it was, so I'm just sending some love.
That sounds like me.
That's awesome. Thanks, Johan.
Hi, Johan.
That's honesty. I can appreciate that.
Right.
That's great. I like that. Thank you very much. But guys, we got to wrap this up. I got to go to bed. I got to be at work a half hour early than normal. So literally, I have to be at work at stupid o'clock in the morning. So
No, yeah.
30 actually.
Who wants to read the
Stupid,
thing?
stupid night,
30.
Matt.
Here, Randolph. Randolph, you read this one. Bloop. Bloop.
Oh,
I'm reading the message on the bottom?
Yes.
yeah, the ticker.
You're shilling.
Oh, I start again. My friend Randolph Richardson and I are starting our own call-in show called True North Talk. Go and subscribe so you don't miss our launch.
Ba-ba-da-bum.
And then that way we don't miss our lunch.
yeah.
Or the lunch. Right.
Exactly.
Let's see who's next. You.
Oh fuck.
Better start it again.
Am I reading that on the bottom?
Yeah.
Or am I shilling myself?
You're reading the bottom.
Come and watch Neil and some other great hosts on the relaunch The Non-Profits, airing Sundays at 3 p.m. Central. Go and subscribe so you don't miss it. I had to slow down there because I was reading way too fast.
It's a skill.
Young and happy.
Young, scrappy, and hungry.
Oh, close.
My Hamilton
almost
shirt.
cigar.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's drunk. Remember, you better slow
Yeah,
it down.
he's drunk. You gotta make
You
that.
gotta
a
slow
little
it down.
slower for
I
him.
am so drunk right now. Like I was planning on like editing my display name so that it showed.
Oh no, it's me.
Oh no, we moved on.
On the last
Talking
Saturday of
Dead.
every month at 2 p.m. Pacific, watch Andy, Seamus, and myself on Atheist Drinking Out Loud over on Laughing in Disbelief. If I can read.
Well done.
You're like, I'm in med school.
And as this
Yeah,
one
I'll
said,
read.
my amazing patrons, you guys are awesome, and I appreciate all that you do for the show. It encourages me and keeps me putting out this product that I hope everyone enjoys.
Who was that just running into stuff? Was that Randolph?
Probably.
Huh? Running into what?
I just heard that.
Yeah, so
Somebody's got a cat. I think that's what's going on.
Shannon here.
Come on.
I don't know. Maybe there's a cat. There it is.
Cat.
All right. We're gonna
Oh,
call
there you
this
go.
one done.
It's Outcast X. So you just got a cat. Oh no, a call. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I will be putting out a thank you tweet to everyone shortly. We're having everyone tagged in it. And then I'm going to sleep. So until next time, guys, like I always say at the end of these interviews, like the late, great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And we'll see you guys next time. Happy birthday, Mikey!
Happy birthday, Mike.